And we are live. Welcome to Tonight in America. I'm your host, Dontaris Jones. We have an exciting show tonight for everyone. I want to welcome you to a good, well, not a good Friday, but a great Friday evening. So our feature story tonight, we are talking about the Epstein files once again, and we are speaking about them because the Trump administration is being very adamant that the Epstein files are a hoax. Well, a Democratic hoax at that. So is that really the case? We're gonna break it down tonight and give my take, my monologue about it a little bit later, and go over why is that the Trump administration is being so adamant on not releasing these files, why we're not, and why we're never gonna get transparency. I've covered this already recently on another stream, actually, my JFK stream that I have on the channel. About to drop the clips for that too tomorrow. So if you want to go over there and show that video some love, I believe that for me was my peak stream for me. That was my best stream. And I loved everything, how he tied everything together about Jeffrey Epstein's tie to intelligence, to his tie to Lynn Maxwell, through how he met her through her father, who's a triple agent, and then also Ayud Barak, the former Israeli prime minister, also had ties with Epstein. Then we went over a little bit about we're gonna go more onto Donald Trump and Epstein's relationship tonight, and some recent developments that just came out today, and shocking revelation as to Trump basically being an FBI informant that was spying and trying to get Epstein arrested. Now I'll give my take about that in a little minute. So I want to remind everyone to smash the like button and also give a comment in the video. Let me know how you feel about tonight's show. Um, Give me a feedback, whatever. Let me know what I can improve on for the show. If the mic sounds good, just let me know, whatever. But yeah. So as you can see, no suit today. Going a little casual today with the funnel, got the pants on. So it's a casual Friday. All my Fridays are not going to be as wearing a suit, whatever. And won't be tomorrow. I will be back on Sunday. So we're doing a new thing on Sunday. So on Sunday, I am going to be doing true crime. I'm going to stop covering politics on Sundays and do like a mixture of true crime, relate to some police shootings. Um, might even do some. I'll have something to play for TikTok in the future. Might go on and start reacting to some TikTok videos. Uh, Maybe. A little lips, a little chap. Hold on one second. Let me fix that right quick, and I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So, like I said, Sunday gonna be true crime, and I also, like I said, I want to do something a little bit with TikTok. Uh, I might do like a TikTok reaction to some cringe-worthy videos or whatever, and go like a TikTok reaction day, like make that like a strictly TikTok reaction day where I just reacted to some trending TikTok videos or whatever, and give the normies something different besides politics. So true crime on. So no politics on Sundays going forth. It's gonna be like a little bit of true crime. Then every Monday through Friday, depending if I can make every day. I missed one day this week because I had somebody over, so that's why I didn't stream on. I believe it was Wednesday. I didn't stream. I came back Thursday and I was streaming today. and I'll be streaming. Won't be streaming tomorrow. Okay, take a day off. Do some research. Read about this one case I'll cover. Um, I should have it decided which case I'm gonna cover, and I'm obviously post the event, post the stream, the opinion stream ahead of time. So now another thing too as well. Before we jump into our feature story, I want to talk a little bit about something right quick. So I saw the other day Trump hosted a dinner with all the tech billionaires. It's interesting to me that he hosted a bunch of the guys that, especially Mark Zuckerberg, who literally banned him back in the day from Facebook, from any meta platform. Instagram, he banned him from there too as well. So I gotta break up this little article right quick for everyone. So this is from the White House's official website. President Trump tech leaders unite to power American AI dominance. So this was like on the fifth of the. This was posted on the fifth today actually. Last night, President Donald J. Trump and the First Lady hosted an extraordinary gathering of technology industry leaders at the White House for a discussions center on harnessing artificial intelligence to propel the U.S. to the forefront of global innovation. Building on the Trump administration's visionary AI action plan and the First Lady's leadership to support AI education, this public-private collaboration is fueling unprecedented growth in infrastructure and innovation as the U.S. leads this new frontier of scientific breakthrough. As you see, Sam Altman was one of them. He was there too as well. Our Sergey Brin, uh, Google co-founder, Oracle CEO was there. Apple CEO Tim Cook was there. Microsoft Chairman CEO, Alphabet Inc. and Google CEO which is actually an Indian, uh, Sundar Pichai. Forgive me, I mispronounced his name wrong. I'm not fluent in Indian names. All I know is Sar. Hello there, Sar. As you can see, AMD president and CEO Lisa Su was there, and of course, the reason you say this name for last, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg, who is also investing at least $600 billion through 2028 in the U.S. Now, of course, I find this very funny actually, because you look at all these people right here who were very not on Trump's side back when he ran in 2016, and now all of a sudden all the tech bros have just flipped the script. Trump has also changed his tune and accepted them his into the MAGA movement basically. And a lot of people were very skeptical about it, but of course his diehard followers just changed their tunes and just look forward to having the tech bros a part of MAGA. And I look at this being very anecdotal to what MAGA was, because if you look at especially like Zuckerberg, who banned Trump back in. Matter of fact, hold on, I got all right here, everywhere he's banned. All these are all the sites where Trump was banned. Axios wrote a great article about this to give you in detail all the social media websites where Trump was banned from. Back during his first administration, during the 2016 to 2020, these are all the social media platforms went on a banning spear, banning Trump from social media. Now, everyone remembers during Trump's first term, his highlights of him doing his short tweets and making his infamous tweets about, which were way funnier compared to what he's doing on True Social. Right now, he's writing paragraphs on True Social instead of writing like short, quippy, funny tweets that are just hilarious to read. Now it's like he's writing entire paragraphs, and it doesn't have the same type of Trump flair as it used to have. Like none of this right now, this Trump presidency is not the same as it used to be. Many people can say that he's older, he's been through a lot of things, he's almost had his life taken away from him. He's had the federal government down his neck and trying to prosecute him and put him in jail. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, but the point of the matter is, if you got elected off of what you origin, let me bring my face up right quick. If you ran off of what you were originally, like if you ran off being a little bit radical, being different from what a actual Republican is compared to what you are now, then yeah, people would have very much of a gripe with it. Because Trump had a lot of promises during his first administration, and he definitely had a lot of promises going into his second administration as well. Mass deportations, not exactly at the numbers that they're supposed to be. I mean, we're projected to deport at least about what 1 million a year. He's quote unquote doing. He's quote unquote trying to do damage and try to lower the national debt, but he just dropped this big beautiful bill, which is going to add tens of trillions of dollars more to the debt. It's definitely not lowering the debt at all. Then he's getting involved in wars, especially what we covered yesterday. We talked about Venezuela, then we talked about China too as well, and what's going on over there in the South China Sea, where as they held their military parade just the other day, and China showed off its strength, showed off its weaponry, its soldiers, its pretty much it showed off everything they wanted the United States to see what China has to offer them military wise. Now, of course, we have NATO and China, it has BRICS, but some BRICS countries are allies of the United States, and it has yet to be seen if they are willingly going to support China 100% or if they're going to back us if there ever was an impending war with China. But of course, you never know because these countries have problems with the United States, like North Korea. Russia is you kind of can't tell because of it's really because of Trump. It's really because of him because you can't tell between where Putin really lines at with Trump because Trump flips the script one day. He's speaking highly about Putin, but then the next day say if the Ukraine war there's a bloody update to the battle in favor of Russia's side. He's criticizing Putin and says, "What the hell are you doing, Putin? That you need to stop. You need to come to a peace agreement." Then he's threatening sanctions against Russia, threatened tariffs against Russia, and it's just like even the Kremlin right now just don't even know exactly what Trump's even doing anymore. So now with this whole like stuff with the billion with these tech bros who have donated loads of money to his campaign during his election run, and then after at the inauguration they donated even more money. And what was those promises that were obviously speaking for that much money that the tech bros put up? Trump had to have given them something in return. As you can see, with this emphasis on AI and pushing it forth the way he is, that is pretty much exactly what he was promising them in return for all the money that they spent on him. Same thing with his other donors, like Miriam Madison. Miriam Madison literally gave him $100 million exactly. And what was that $100 million for? Well, as you can see, the bombing of Iran just happened a couple of months ago, and as you could already tell, what was that $100 million spent on? Well, it was spent on that very thing. So I generally don't know how some of the hardcore base of Trump can literally just support this. Like I generally don't know how we can be receptive to these type of people when these type of people were censoring you during the 2010s. The 2010s were some of the worst times to be on the internet because censorship just came about. It was literally at its strongest. Censorship was very powerful during the 2010s. You could not even get away with saying hardly anything during that point and not get banned. You couldn't even talk about the J problem without getting banned. It's a different landscape to where it is now because you have platforms like Rumble, X, Kick, and I think Party. That's a new streaming platform. You got other these other alternative social streaming platforms besides YouTube, but before then there was no Rumble. There was Twitter was still it was still named Twitter before it became X. There was no Kick. There was no Party. There was no none of these other social media options. All we had was very limited options. Like the internet was a very different place in the 2010s compared to how it is now. Now I would say it's more chillaxed on censorship depending on what you're speaking about. Now, if you can't go full on crazy and just say whatever you want on YouTube, of course, that's why I have to watch what I have to say on YouTube. But the point of the matter is, these tech guys, all these guys that came from that type of PayPal mafia type of background, come from these. Most of these guys are literally not even American. If you look at it, most of these are foreigners. Then you look at Elon Musk also was another one came in with Doge Department of Government Efficiency to come clean up the spending in the government and fire all those that basically didn't align with the Trump administration's um, prerogative. And then afterwards, Elon Musk is ousted. He doesn't like what's going on when Trump passes the big beautiful bill, which adds trillions of dollars more to the debt. And what do you know? Elon Musk goes to his personal social media platform, which is X, and says that the reason Trump won't release the Epstein files is because he is in them. Which I did say the other day, he is actually in them. He knows he's in them, but that's besides the point of why he won't release them. There's far more to the story than just why he won't release them. It's not a Democrat hoax. Jeffrey Epstein is real. Okay, he did traffic people for somebody because it doesn't make any sense. Who would he not traffic those children for? You think he just trafficking them for themselves? And then Glenn Maxwell is behind bars doing damage control, saying that, oh, Bill Clinton, when he came to Ireland, he didn't touch any children. That's just complete baloney. It's complete bull. What is really going on anymore right now? They ran on the whole campaign. They ran on wanted to get accountability for everything. They wanted to say we released the JFK files, we released the MLK files, and we released the Jeffrey Epstein files. So, wait, hold on. Trump says during the interview that he was asked, would he release the JFK files? Would he release the MLK files and the Jeffrey Epstein files? He stuttered and said that, well, maybe not, because there are people in there that we don't want to be, don't want their personal business out there. That's one of the excuses. Then now it's like we had the Democrat hoax, and now we have Trump was an FBI informant. If that's the case, then they should release the files. I don't know what is going on right now. Like we have so many everything is just changing right now. Everything is just changing. Like the story just flip flops. You can't even tell which is actually true or not anymore. We don't know what the hell's going on right now. Like this is the most like and the crazy thing about it, they did release 30,000 plus of files recently of information that we already have. It's not even new information. None of this is new. If you already know the Jeffrey Epstein story, you already know the information that was just released is nothing of substance. It's nothing new. This is just the same old stuff. But they keep telling you there's no files, there's no nothing. Jeffrey Epstein, he did all delete himself. He didn't traffic nobody, which doesn't make any sense because of all the testimony of all these women, all these victims. So they don't exist. I don't understand none of this stuff anymore. So these are all the platforms that had Trump banned or restricted Trump so far. This was first one was Reddit, Twitch. I didn't even know. Honestly speaking, I it's been a while. I forgot Trump actually had a Twitch channel. Obviously, had a Shopify, Twitter. This one was during the previous owner of Twitter's time, he banned Trump, and obviously, even when Elon Musk took over the platform, he brought Trump back onto X. Google, they obviously they censored a lot of information about him and only pushed like the negative stories and feeds about Trump on any news sites because obviously speaking, this was the time of censorship and this was the time of banning him. He was banned on YouTube. He had his channel taken away for election misinformation. This was during post January 6th. Facebook banned Trump. This was as Zuckerberg revealed during his Joe Rogan podcast appearance. This was all because of the Biden administration. But yet Trump somehow forgot that, forgave this guy, and now allows him to sit at the same table with him and dine with him. You're dining with a guy that literally banned you and kept you banned for years. You just now got, and because you won this year's election, Zuckerberg, of course, he's gonna play along now. You're the president again. You can make his life a living hell. Instagram, also Zuckerberg, Snapchat, TikTok, Apple, Discord, Pinterest, Amazon, Stripe. Pretty much, this is all the other two. I really don't even care. I don't even use those. But the point of the matter is, these are all the sites that he was banned post the January 6th debacle. Everything that happened in January 6th, Trump was banned on all these websites. And now all of a sudden he's opened his home to these guys who donated a lot of money to his campaigns for the intense purpose of that Trump would be pro AI, and when the time comes he will push AI, push it even further, and donate his own money and the United States government money to basically win the AI race against our biggest competitor, China. That's basically what it is. They donate all that money because they want the government to invest more into the AI race to beat China. It's the most important thing. We don't want China to beat us in the AI race. And these right here exactly is all the billionaires who donated to Trump. 2024 campaign related to politicians. As you can see, Elon Musk, Mark Andreessen. Those are two prominent names right there. And then you go down to this is exactly on the inauguration day. This is the day of the inauguration of 2025. As everyone saw the inauguration, you saw all these faces at the inauguration. You saw Mark Zuckerberg. You saw Jeff Bezos. You saw Sam Altman, Tim Cook, Sandor Pichai. Forgive me if I pronounce his name wrong. Again, I'm not fluent. I'm not that fluent in when it comes to understanding these Indians' names. These are all people right here that donated to his inauguration. All of them. And what did they donate it for? As you can see right now, by the fact that they had dinner the other night in the White House, Trump has forgiven Mark Zuckerberg for all the massive censorship that he went through before. And now we just let bygones be bygones. And now, hey, look, come down with me and my wife at the White House. Now we are all good, buddy. Meanwhile, every one of Trump's followers, people that follow Trump, are still banned on Facebook. A lot of people that supported Trump, that ride for Trump, would even die for Trump, because of were banned because basically they wanted to defend him. And now he throws them underneath the bus by literally dining with these fucking scumbags. I don't understand the plan here. The plan is, oh well, look, what happened in the past, what happened in the past, as most of like Charlie Kirk would say, what happened in the past, what happened in the past. These guys banned a lot of people that supported Trump. Most of these guys are social media personalities. They can't make their money right now on certain websites. They can't reach a lot of the normies. They can't reach a lot of other people that use specific social media websites because they're banned. They're not allowed to have Instagram. They're not allowed to have a Facebook. Not allowed to have Snapchat. Not allowed to have anything. And you know who's at fault? These tech bros. Oh no 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 no. We forget the tech bros for what they did. I don't like it. It's not a good look. And the only ones that are saying is those cocksuckers that sit there and say, "Hey, look, this is good for us. This is good for MAGA. We need to grow MAGA more and more." And that is by forgiving the past and moving on and working with all the enemies that were trying to tear us down before, and now they're our allies. Most of these tech bros push for H-1B visas. They push for more immigrants, legal immigrants to come in. They live off of this shit. The corporate tax cuts from the big bill, they love that stuff. They love the more labor, the H-1B visas, the pennies to a dollar labor they can get as long as they are partners with the Trump administration, the GOP, who love their H-1B, their legal immigrants. I generally don't understand the strategy for this, man. This is just insane to me. There's also another something I want to also bring to light too as well. Let me bring it up right quick for everyone. Go to my bookmarks right quick. Where's my bookmark? All right. So as you can see, this was broke the other day on the 4th. So a lot of independent journalist Nick Surter has uncovered a deep network of ex influencers being paid to promote pro Indian messaging. A lot of right wing political guys on the right are promoting pro Indian stuff, and I find this very like I don't know what we're doing, what's going on right now. Like, what is this? And like, you know, some funny. These tech bros, all these tech giants, who are their main H-1B clients they bring in? The main workers, Indians. And you have a bunch of these big political commentators that are on X that are pushing for more Indian pro. They're pushing a more pro Indian message. It's not a coincidence why they're doing this. It's not. Like, they shield so hard for Indians, and right now, Indians to be an Indian right now in America is not a good look. It's not a good time because, bro, people just do not like Indians. They come in, they take your job, they call you on the phone. Like, pretty much, I think I've never had a call from a toll free number or whatever, and it's not an Indian, not a scam. It's not a scam call or possible scam call. Then next thing you know, I hear, "Hello, sir. You have a extended warranty on your car right now." One of those guys. I don't think I can never. These guys are coming in and taking everyone's jobs right now. These deodorant dodgers, not my words, from the great Myron Gaines, but it's the right assessment of them because all they do is in India is defecate in the streets. They come here, they want to take the women, they want to poop all over the place, and they have terrible hygiene, and they want to take your job. This is what the GOP wants to push. They want to push more Indians. They want to push. They're pro-Indian. So I'm not surprised I saw this article dropped by Right Angle News Network that they're pushing a pro-Indian message from a lot of these major right-wing ex-influencers because this has been going on for a while now. Like, they've been doing this for even during the campaign. Vivek Ramaswamy is running for governor in Ohio right now. Friends, friends with Elon Musk. That's great friends with JD Vance. JD Vance has an Indian wife. So you can't expect JD Vance to be like some nationalist when I mean he's married to a Indian. Of course he's gonna be pro Indian. It's not that hard to really understand that. It's not that hard to understand that with JD Vance you get the tech bros. So it's no one of those guys that come around to play ball because you look at who it's tied back to. I already told you. The prodigal son is right there. Their next choice for president, the Palantir postal child who's going to bring about this massive surveillance, this technocracy, is JD Vance. This pro-Indian messaging right now is probably, I look at this as more of a tie to these tech bros, looking tied to JD Vance, looking more tied to Elon Musk. It is just not. I'm just not a surprise. GOP loves their immigrants. They love their Indians, but they don't like their Americans. That's just what I really want to talk about real quick, and just like I don't know what MAGA is even doing right now, trying to play ball with these people because these people literally censored a bunch of people that were hardcore Trump supporters. Hardcore. They can't even make money on certain websites because they're banned from all over. YouTube had a match of censorship at one point. Hell, that was during COVID. You couldn't even talk about the vaccines without worrying about getting banned. You have to worry about if you say anything like that constitutes disinformation, you would be banned on YouTube immediately without even a second thought. Now I've heard over the years people can fight that and get it overturned, but it's very rare when I see that happen. But yeah, somehow a lot of people post COVID, post the shots, got sick and died. But you know something funny, and also who was pushing it? It was Trump. Like as much as I love Trump, he did push that vaccine before the Biden administration came in and pushed it further and mandated that you can't go to X, Y, and Z place unless you have a mask or unless you have a vaccine card. Literally, if people want to talk about fascism, that was a form of fascism. All right. So I'm gonna move on to our feature story of the night. Keep my face up here. So we're gonna talk about the Epstein files once again, and we're gonna talk about the timeline between. We're gonna talk about the timeline of Trump discrediting the importance of the Epstein files. Every time it's been mentioned now, I have my notes on screen right now. Trump has been discrediting the Epstein files, discrediting the release of it. He's crashed out on his base. He's crashed out on his hardcore supporters. He says he don't even want their support no more. He tells people they need to move on from the Epstein files. That what's important that Epstein killed himself. He didn't traffic nobody. There is no blackmail ring. Pam Bundy said in an interview that I have yet to see if Jeffrey Epstein had worked with intelligence, which it's kind of apparent who he worked with because you look at Glenn Maxwell's father, Robert Maxwell, and then you look at Ehud Barak. You can tell who he worked for, but I wouldn't say go as far as to say Jeffrey Epstein was a spy. He was an asset. And what do assets do? Well, they entrap people. And as you can see, he was doing a lot of entrapping when he was getting a lot of powerful politicians and successful billionaires and people when influence locked caught between a rock and a hard place, I would say. So we're gonna go over the timeline of every time Trump has discredited the release of the Epstein files, and it's just basically just brushed it off. It's just like it's not important at all. So this was during February 2025. Our Attorney General Pam Bondi, during a Fox News appearance, states that the Epstein client list is sitting on my desk right now to review, raising expectations among Trump's base for significant disclosures. Later, she clarifies what she meant the broader Epstein files, not a specific list. The Justice Department releases 341 pages of documents described as Phase 1. So I remember there was a bunch of influencers that went up to the White House and they quote unquote got these binders of the Epstein client list, but they were just flight logs. They were really of no substance. Like they were just literally just dancing, parading around. You gotta tell all who it was. It was Jack Posobiec. It was Lives of TikTok, just to name a few. It was Emily Austin. It was another one. It was a bunch of well, you know who. They went up there and they got the client list, but in reality, it was just flight logs. It was nothing of substance. It was nothing, literally. And a lot of files were also blacked out, redacted. But these are largely redacted and already public. I'll continue on. Let me. Disappointed supporters who expected new revelations, Trump does not directly address this release but benefits from the narrative that his administration is pursuing transparency, which some see as an attempt to control the story without releasing substantial new information. This was February 2025. Now, this was around May right here, 2025. Bondi briefs Trump that his name appears multiple times in the Epstein files. Mm. Alongside other high profile figures during a routine meeting, the White House does not publicize this and no significant document releases follow, suggesting an intent to keep the focus off Trump's mentions in the files. Like they've tried everything to try to get people to get their minds off the Epstein files, but people are adamant they want accountability for those that were do harm to children. July 8th, 2025, during a cabinet meeting, Trump dismisses a reporter's question about Epstein, saying, "Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. We have Texas. We have this. This was around when the Texas flooding happened, that big storm that came through and destroyed a Texas. And obviously, he was trying to focus on that. And then, of course, I mean, it was a bad event, but people still want transparency for the Epstein files. People deserve this. People's loved ones were harmed during this reign of terror during Jeffrey Epstein's time when he was trafficking children. And Trump's just downplaying it like it's just nothing. And I continue on. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. This frames the Epstein issue as old news, redirecting attention to other issues like the Texas flooding. In July 12, 2025, Trump posts on Truth Social defending Bundy and urging supporters to not waste time and energy on Jeffrey Epstein and somebody that nobody cares about. He calls the Epstein focus a Democrat. So around July 12th, this was exactly a when he started to refer to the Epstein files as a Democrat hoax. It was around this time because Bondi was getting so much heat for saying that the files, the client list, whatever was on her desk to review, and then she basically kind of like you have to backtrack and say that, oh, that's not even what I meant. And it continues on and accuses critics of undermining his administration, aiming to shift attention to his administration's achievements. So that last part, you can take it for whatever you want. If you think this administration is successful so far, if you look at the small things they've done, they've managed to close down the border, of course, after letting in over 10 million illegal immigrants over the last 4 years. It's way the number's way higher than that. It's probably close to 25 to 29 million illegal immigrants have come into the United States alone. He's passed his bill, of course, but when you look at the bill, it doesn't really benefit Americans. It benefits the big corporate tax cuts. It doesn't benefit the average American at all. Now, as far as the healthcare or whatever, I mean, that's whatever for me. I really don't care about that. But the point of the matter is the success they've done so far. They've tried to cut the spending, but the big bill adds in trillions of dollars more to the debt. It doesn't cut it at all. It does not hurt. It does not hurt the big. It doesn't even cut the debt. The bill contradicts everything what Doge was doing. That's why Elon Musk was so mad and so against the bill being passed that he said he would start his own political party, which is funny in itself that he didn't even do that. And not only that, he's also going to endorse JD Vance to run for president. You can just see all how all this is just panning together right now. So July 12th is when Trump referred to the Epstein files as a Democratic hoax. That's when he first said that phrase. Now it goes on July 16th, 2025. Trump escalates his rhetoric on Truth Social, calling the Epstein focus a scam, a Jeffrey Epstein hoax orchestrated by Democrats. He labels supporting and pushing for file releases as weaklings, say he doesn't want their support, and attempted to distance himself from the controversy and discourage further scrutiny. Wow. This is what I said earlier, that Trump basically just disowned his own base over this Epstein stuff. Like the fact that people want transparency, they want all those that harm children and would abuse and manipulate young children into doing sexual disgusting acts for powerful people, instead of going along and wanting to get these people to be held accountable for, arrested, tried, and jailed for the rest of their life. Trump is just basically just not as go as far as to just call this whole thing not even real. It's not real to him. Nothing about this is real. None of this stuff is real. The Epstein stuff is not real to him. Jeffrey Epstein's not real. He didn't traffic nobody. There was no island. There's no sex. No, there was no sexually exploited item with children on there to give massages to powerful people and then commit sexual acts to them after the fact. There was none of this stuff. According to Trump, his words exactly, all of this is a hoax orchestrated by the Democrats. And you know something funny? You see the one person that I never thought would agree with Trump actually agreed with him. Hillary Clinton, out of all people, agreed with Trump that people just need to move on from this stuff. We have more important pressing issues to worry about. We need to stop pressing about the Epstein files. That is insane to me. That Hillary Clinton, out of all people, would agree with Trump. I believe also Nancy Pelosi also agreed with Trump too as well. I could be wrong, but I believe I saw somewhere she did agree too as well. And it just goes to show you, it's not a Democrat hoax, as much as they say, because both sides are implemented in this stuff. I don't look at people always said this. If during the Biden administration, if Trump's name came in the files, why would they not also post the files just to try to destroy and defame Trump's name? And because they're in there too. It doesn't really matter. You're gonna have Democrats also on that in those files as well. You don't think there's powerful Democrats peddling children? The party of all of everyone, the party of diversity, DEI, transgender surgery, gay people rights, women's rights. You don't think that they don't do none of that stuff? They don't diddle children too? Yeah, they do. Both sides are implementing in this. We're not getting full transparency. Thomas Massie and Marjorie Taylor Greene are both fighting to get these files out to the public so they can see for themselves. They're trying to get full transparency. They're trying to get these victims to they're trying to have these victims be able to have their stories told and have them basically, what's the word? I had the word on top of my head, I forgot it. Try to give them peace. They're trying to give these victims peace. They can't know peace because everything so far right now is that Trump is not willing to give full transparency. He's not willing to give all those that have participated in this to be prosecuted, to be charged, to be criminally charged, and to be jailed. Why is it that he's pushing so hard to protect Jeffrey Epstein when he himself is called the guy a creep? If the guy's a creep, a weirdo, a disgusting individual, why not just release the files to everyone so we can all see exactly No, Pam Bondi said that she don't release no video footage because it's nothing but of child pornography. You tell me all those thousands upon thousands of cameras he has inside of his island mansion that they would just film just for child. He was just watching child porn that he didn't record. None of those guys doing something they weren't supposed to do. I don't believe that at all, for one bit. I don't think nobody with a IQ of 90 would even believe that. So we go on July 23rd, 2025. After the Wall Street Journal reports Trump's name appearing in the files, he announces he's ordering Bondi to seek the release of a grand jury testimony, citing the ridiculous amount of publicity given to Jeffrey Epstein. However, a federal judge in Florida denies the request. No new documents are released, suggesting this may have been a gesture to please supporters without intending to follow through. It's literally like a couple of days after on July 6th when he called everyone. He doesn't want their support. So now he backtracked and says that, yes, I would try to give you some type of form of transparency. I'll try to give you the testimony of Jeffrey Epstein without giving you the actual files. Trump also threatened to sue the Journal, calling a reported birthday letter to Epstein fake, further deflecting attention. And I also have it right here. So I'll bring up my screen right quick. Trump's name is on the contributor list for Epstein's birthday book. Well, actually, this was a different thing. I actually thought this was the. Let me bring it up right quick. I actually have it saved on my account. All right, give me just a minute. I'm looking for it. I know I saved it on here. All right. All right, got it right here. All right, so as you can see right here in this little spot right here, the letter bearing Trump's name, which was revealed by the Journal, is like others in the album. It contains several lines of typewriting text framed by the outline of a naked woman, which appears to be hand drawn with a heavy marker. A pair of small arcs donates the woman's breast, and the future president's signature is a squiggly Donald below her wrist, mimicking public hair. The letter concludes, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." Now, as you can see right there, because that letter got posted by the Journal for Jeffrey Epstein's birthday, Trump was very furious when the Journal posted that. They've been on his ass. This whole Epstein debacle. They have been on his ass, and now he wants to take legal action against them for implying that that letter that was written to Epstein from Trump is even real. It's not real. Trump says that he didn't write that stuff, and Wall Street Journal are a bunch of lying sacks of crap, and I'm going to sue them and make them pay for it. Trump has been trying to do damage control. The fact that his name appears in the files, the fact that he's not willing to, the fact that he told his base, "I don't want your support no more." The fact that this letter came out from the Wall Street Journal, the Journal, and minus all the other stuff the Journal's been on his ass about, he's threatened to sue them, to tell them, "Shut up, stop reporting about this stuff. I don't want to hear it no more. We need to move on from this stuff." He tells everyone, "This is just, we have more important pressing matters to worry about besides not getting the Epstein files. We have more important pressing issues to worry about." So, all right. This is around July 28th to 29, 2025. Trump claims he ended his friendship with Epstein because Epstein stole spa workers from a Mar-a-Lago, including Virginia Giuffre, a key Epstein accuser. This framing portrays Epstein's actions as a personal slight rather than criminal, potentially minimizing the scandal's gravity. Giuffre's family criticized Trump's language, noting it dehumanizes victims. So basically, Trump implied that the reason why he stopped being friends with Epstein originally is because of what was the other reason? So basically, Trump implied that the reason why he stopped being friends with Epstein originally is because of what was the other reason they had a falling out. This was the other reason right here, and obviously, you know, Drew Freed's family was not happy when this statement came out from Trump saying that this is the reason why he stopped being Epstein was because he was just stealing workers from his spot. As one of the massage therapists, and Epstein recruited her, or rather, I think it was Glenn Maxwell recruited her to come and be Jeffrey Epstein's personal masseuse. That's what led to a lot of the abuse that happened when she was working for Epstein. And Trump said this is the reason why he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. It was another reason why he also kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. Let me see, what was the other reason? Let me type it in and find it for y'all right quick. All right. So, all right. So this is from the PBS right here. All right, so Trump told New York Magazine in 2002 that the pair also shared a affinity for beautiful women, and Trump called Epstein a terrific guy, and then a falling out. Trump has since made multiple attempts to distance himself from Epstein. In 2019, when Epstein was arrested on federal sex trafficking charges, Trump told reporters he was not a fan of his. That I can tell you, I was not a fan of his. He also said he hasn't spoken to Epstein in 15 years, between which it would have been 2004. Trump's relationship with Epstein has garnered renewed scrutiny after the Trump administration reversed course on its pledge to release its collection of investigation evidence related to Epstein. Here's what to know about the three most widely cited explanations for the rupture. Now, as you just know, I just said a little bit ago, Epstein, Trump accused Epstein of stealing employees from Mar-a-Lago. All right. So October 27th, Trump barred Epstein from Mar-a-Lago for his behavior toward a teenager. This was the other reason right here. So this was October 27th. This is October 2007. I mean, so some news reports says the pair's falling out happened in late 2007. Trump barred Epstein from Mar-a-Lago after Epstein behaved inappropriately toward a club member's teenage daughter, according to journalists from Miami Herald and Wall Street Journal. The reporters included some information about Trump's links to Epstein in their 2020 book, The Grifters Club, Trump, Mar-a-Lago, and the Selling of the Presidency. So as you can see, before it was he was stealing employees from Mar-a-Lago. Then it's because he was acting inappropriately towards one of the staff members' daughters. Well, one of the club members' daughters. So you have one reason it was because he was still employed. Another member's club, he was acting inappropriately with a club member's daughter. And it goes on. November 24th, Trump and Epstein sparred over an oceanfront mansion. So this was the third reason why they allegedly had a falling out. So in 2019, the Washington Post reported about a 2004 bidding war over a Palm Beach oceanfront mansion as driving a wedge between Trump and Epstein. The dispute happened months before Palm Beach police began investigating allegations that Epstein was sexually abusing minors. Excuse me. The mansion entered the market after previous owner and healthcare tycoon turned philanthropist Abraham Guzman declared bankruptcy. Palm Beach Daily News reported bankruptcy court acquired the home dubbed House of Friendship. I was to say, put it on the auction block. Trump outbid Epstein, securing 62,000 square foot mansion for 41.35 million. Before the auction, the trustee in the case, Joseph Linsky, Lizinski, described the showdown as the two very large Palm Beach egos going at it, said the Washington Post report. These are a little public record of the two men interacting after that, the New York Times reported. So, like I said, there's your three times Trump has said the reason why he distanced himself from Epstein. First, it was because of the bidding war for a Palm Beach house mansion. Second was because he acted inappropriately with a club member's daughter. Third, final reason was the most recent one was the fact that he said that he was stealing staff members from Mar-a-Lago. The story just changes three times. Like, we don't even know which one's even really the real story. We don't even know which one's really true or not. So which one is actually real story right now? Which one is it, Donnie? Like, which one is it? Did he steal a staff member? Did he act inappropriate with a club member's daughter? Or was it because of a bidding war between you and him over a Palm Beach mansion? Like, which is it? We do not have full transparency about nothing right now because the story just changes. Trump is crashing out on people that want full accountability for all these peddles that are peddling children. But we're not getting it. So this is the final one right here. August 2025. As pressure mounts from supporters in Congress, Trump's administration faces a House Oversight Committee subpoena for Epstein documents. The Trump's continued dismissal of the issue as a hoax and its focus on unrelated topics like tariffs, a Coca-Cola announcement, which was kind of dumb, and attacks on Barack Obama. Yo, they've been talking about this Russian Gate stuff for a while. Like, literally, they want you to focus on, hey, look, forget Epstein. Let's get Obama. The Russia Gate stuff, the Russia Gate scandal, which is just complete, just like utter bullshit, bro. It's just, look, I don't like Obama like that, but the Russia Gate stuff is just completely crap, bro. That's just completely besides the point. I don't know why we even focusing on that. Suggest a strategy to overwhelm the news cycle and dilute focus on Epstein. There's all the this is your entire timeline right now. This is your entire timeline of why we've been getting bullshit around. We've been told that Trump doesn't want our support no more. That the Epstein is the Epstein hoax, is a Democrat hoax. Trump changed his story about why he had a falling out with Epstein. Trump is mentioned in the files, so and then he knew this for months. Now it came out during a Wall Street Journal report, and now we are getting Trump's worried about the tariffs, the Coca Cola, Barack Obama. Like, he wants you to care about Barack Obama going to jail, but he doesn't want you to care about all the peddlers that are possibly in the GOP or in Congress that peddle children, and that they're not going to face any type of criminal actions at all. But he wants you to worry about this Russiagate crap. But hold on, some of his diehard supporters, like Charlie Kirk, who's flipped the script multiple times. When it's first reported that they're not going to get full transparency for the Epstein files, Charlie Kirk was literally like he was like kind of somewhat like kind of on the fence about what are we really doing? But then he changed his tune real quick and then he just started running defense. Like he has to defend Trump when Trump does something completely bad because he will lose his money, his brand deals. He everything about Charlie Kirk is tied to this Trump administration. He's tied to Trump. Who do you think pays Charlie Kirk? The second he criticizes Trump, this dude's career is over with. So as the final stuff goes on right here, my notes, the time reflects actions and statements that could be interpreted as efforts to deflect attention from the Epstein files, consistent with reports of the Trump's broader flood the zone distraction tactics. Flood the zone. They try to flood you with all these news like the mayoral election between Zoran Mondani. Focus on him. He's a socialist. He's trying to bring socialism to New York City. We're trying to redraw the map of Texas so we can give more Republican seats in Congress. We're trying to redraw the map in Florida as well, try to give more Republican seats in Congress. We're trying to make sure the Dems never have office again and they can never take power again. We're deporting people that are critical of Israel, so so that way they learn that if you come to America, you don't disrespect our greatest ally. Can you see right now the type of bull crap we're dealing with? Can you see right now what we're really dealing with? We're not dealing with we're I truly do believe we're dealing with an administration that doesn't really understand what they're really doing. Like they want you to just basically just forget all of this stuff is even happening. They want you to forget that Jeffrey Epstein scandal, the case, whatever, everything about Jeffrey Epstein, they want you to completely just erase from your memory and just never worry about it again. And I just find this like fucking just like crazy to me. Insane. Betrayer, betrayal to your own base. Like if they think they're gonna win the midterms right now, I could already tell you from my perspective, they're not winning shit. But of course, most of the moderate repubs, most of the MAGA tarts don't understand this shit, and they're just so die hard and just love the guy. Like, look, I love Trump, but I'm not getting behind this. That's why I didn't vote. This is insane to me. So, no evidence directly proves Trump's intent was to make the public forget, but his dismissive rhetoric focused on other issues and unfulfilled promises of transparency have fewer perceptions of avoidance, especially among his base. Mm. It really goes to show you that he Trump has told his own, is like I said, his own base, no support. I don't want your support no more. I'm here. This is my last election of me ever running as president again. When I'm done, I don't have to worry about this no more. Of course, you got JD Vance, who's also trying to do his own thing. He also runs a little cover here and there, but it's clear that JD's looking out for himself because he has to realize he is going to run for president when it's all said and done. So he wants to garner the Republican support that can come to him. So when he runs, he has the MAGA base that just move over from Trump to him. So we're gonna get Palantir. We're gonna get 1,000 more H-1B Indians. We're gonna get a lot of we're gonna get Vivek Ramaswamy as Ohio governor. We're gonna get a bunch of Viveks running around here at some point. So this will came out today. I'm going to switch over. This is from Speaker Mike Johnson. This revealed President Trump was an FBI informant in an effort to take down Epstein. This is another one of those like I don't know if I believe this crap at all. He was an FBI informant. If that's the case, then why not just release it, just to show us that he was? Like this whole like they at this point they're just saying anything they can say. I genuinely don't know what was the strategy even saying that, oh, he's an FBI informant. Like, what is this crap? Really, he's an FBI informant? There was no evidence of that at all. We don't even know if that's even really factually true at all. Like, where just like it's like they just run out of ideas or just come up with something new every day to say, and they just go on camera and just like, hey, we can run with this. Trump was FBI informant, just to try to loosen the blowback that he's getting from his base over the lack of releasing the files. So let's listen to what Speaker Mike Johnson has to say.
He's not saying that what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down. The president knows and has great sympathy for the women who have suffered these unspeakable harms. It's detestable to him. He and I have spoken about this as recently as 24 hours ago. And he's not saying that what Epstein did is a hoax.
So go back a little bit too as well. As you can see, Mike Johnson claims Trump was an FBI informant in Epstein takedown. This is from all we're going to see about everyone's reactions to this. We're going to see everyone's reactions to um, this new information that Trump was an FBI informant. You see Hassan Nabi right here. They're claiming he's a white hat peddler. As you can see, yeah, he was only at the chop. Can't really say that. Major breaking. The Speaker of the House just claimed Donald Trump was an FBI informant tasked with taking down Epstein. So let me get this straight. They want us to believe Trump was working with the FBI to infiltrate Epstein's orbit while simultaneously partnered with him for years, appearing in dozens of good point, good fucking point. Appearing in dozens of photos and getting named by multiple survivors. Yep. Yep. There was a story that he met Epstein at I believe it was his mansion in New York City, and there was a woman witnesses that Trump walked up to her, looked her up or down, and I believe Epstein came into the room. I believe it was Epstein or Glenn Maxwell came into the room. I forgot which one it was. I'll find that story later. But they told Trump, this one's not for you. Mm. Very alarming. So as we go on, this is from the it's acting stupid right now. Oh, all right, I'm back now. So forgive it if it drops in frames for a moment. Um, don't know what happened. It seems to happen quite a little bit, but I mean, it goes away. So we're gonna get Benny Johnson's reaction to all of this.
What's up, guys? Benny. Absolutely earth-shattering breaking news about the relationship between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein just broke. I think perhaps accidentally from the Speaker of
Benny just seems like Benny is one of these guys that's just like he has to defend Trump in some ways. Like he just can't. I can't see Benny not defending Trump. I just cannot see him because like he has to just staunchly defend Trump, even when it's something bad like this cover up the Epstein files.
the House. This changes absolutely everything in a week that's already been jam-packed with Jeffrey Epstein news, including the Jeffrey Epstein victims saying they're going to create their own list, that Bill Clinton is on that list. They said so, even though reporters refused to ask about it. One of the victims said that Bill Clinton was her victimizer and that she flew around the world on Africa on the Lolita Express with Bill Clinton. Nobody asked a follow-up question. Isn't that amazing? They all asked about Trump, and none of the victims said they ever met Trump or knew Trump or saw Trump at all. They all said that live on camera. And most importantly, they said that different administrations assisted in the cover-up of the Jeffrey Epstein crimes dating all the way back to 2006, the Bush administration,
turn my ear off
through
right
the
quick.
Obama and Biden administrations. And so these are breaking news events. And we decided earlier in the week to frame all of it up. And this is what we posted. We went super viral for doing this. This post has 20,000 reposts and 49,000 likes. And here's what we said. Most important video on X right now, and it's true because they just held a press conference on Capitol Hill. Attorney for the Epstein victims standing outside of the
I'll make this clear. If people up here are gonna probably consider me like a Democrat or whatever, just because of the way I'm criticizing Trump, I'm right wing 100%. I am not a Dem. I don't agree with Democrats. I don't agree with them at all. I don't agree with liberalism. I don't agree with progressivism. I'm not a socialist. I'm not a communist. That's just very gay. The point of the matter is we cannot be occultists and just not call out the blatant bullcrap that's going on in front of our faces. Like we can see in 4K what's going on in front of our faces. This is a very clear cover up. And this is just basically, we need to call it out for what it is.
Florida courthouse confirming that Donald Trump is the only high-profile figure that helped him prosecute Epstein. Here's exactly what the guy says. The only thing I can say about Trump is that he's the only person that picked up the phone and said, let's talk. I'll give you absolutely everything.
That I can say about President Trump is that he is the only person who, in 2009, when I served a lot of subpoenas on a lot of people, or at least gave notice to some pretty connected people that I wanted to talk to them, he is the only person who picked up the phone and said, let's just talk. I'll give you as much time as you want. I'll tell you what you need to know, and was very helpful in the information that he gave, and gave no indication whatsoever that he was involved in anything untoward whatsoever, but had good information that checked out and that helped us, and that we didn't have to take a deposition of him. That was in 2009. That was in 2000.
So this is President Trump, and this was confirmed, by the way. This is the Capitol Hill testimony and press conference. This is the same lawyer saying
President Trump back in 2009, and several times after that, he didn't think that it was a hoax then. In fact, he helped me. He got on the phone. He told me things that were helping our investigation. Now,
so this is
but he thinks it's a hoax right now. But he thinks it's a hoax right now. He said he didn't think it was a hoax back then, but he thinks it's a hoax right now. He's calling it a Democrat hoax. He's calling it the Jeffrey Epstein hoax. Like, which is it? We'll go on.
The same lawyer saying the same thing, that it was only Donald Trump, only President Trump, that assisted in putting Jeffrey Epstein scumbag behind bars. Now, this matches a number of other firsthand accounts that we've heard on this program and in the public arena of members of Mar-a-Lago, famous writers, people that knew both of them at the time. Donald Trump kicked Jeffrey Epstein out of his club. He banned him. He had nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein after he found out about his underage predations. Donald Trump seems to be the only guy that did that. Guys like Bill Gates cuddled up to Jeffrey Epstein even after he caught a case for underage sex trafficking. Well, now we have something massive that kind of explains and locks in all of this. Speaker Mike Johnson just confirmed a rumor that we had heard over the past couple of months. The rumor was that President Trump was assisting law enforcement in locking up Epstein. This is perhaps why Donald Trump is so angry about all this, is that people are saying that he's part of it. He was the only guy that was like actually helping out. That's according to the lawyers, but now according to Speaker Mike Johnson as well. Nancy Mace says that she's worried about crossing Trump on Epstein. Donald Trump is the one who banned Jeffrey Epstein from Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant. He talked to the feds. He talked to the feds to get this guy turned over. Trump is a hero in this, said Nancy Mace earlier in the week. Do we know that Donald Trump?
If you're liking the stream so far, give me a like down there. Like I said, give me a comment, whatever. Yeah. We still got a lot more to go over. We still have a lot more to cover right now, so we are not even close to being done yet. Then after we're done with this, we're gonna react to some police shootings, and then we'll call it a night. I'm off tomorrow. I'll be back Sunday. We're gonna start some true crime reactions on Sunday.
Trump was an FBI informant. Is this publicly known knowledge? And now, lo and behold, here's the Speaker of the House saying it. Donald Trump was an FBI informant.
Saying that what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down. The president knows and has great sympathy for the women who suffered these unspeakable harms. It's detestable to him. He and I have spoken about this as recently as 24 hours ago.
We had never heard this before. That President Trump was an FBI informant. Listen to this.
Terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down.
He was an FBI informant to try and take this stuff down, says Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, somebody who's very close to Donald Trump. Well, as you can imagine, many people said, was this AI? Is it fake? It's not. It's part of this interview. This is a walk and talk interview from a CNN reporter. His name's Manu Raju, and it's here from this longer clip that was posted on his account. So first off, real clip, 100% real clip. And you can go ahead and watch the whole thing if you care to on Manu Raju's unverified X account. So dumb. They won't pay for verification. How cheap are these people? Asked if Trump should meet with victims. I suspect he probably will. Says he doesn't think that a discharge petition will succeed, and levels sharp criticism of Thomas Massie. This is, of course, all that anyone is talking about in my timeline. President Trump, Speaker Johnson.
They literally trying to they're trying to primary Thomas Massie. They're trying to do everything in their power to try to get this guy out of ousted as the governor of Kentucky. And it's crazy to me how they're going this hard at Thomas Massie, and Thomas Massie's like literally the only person in politics that has a soul. Besides Marjorie Taylor Greene, they seem like they're the only ones that are pushing to get full transparency. They're trying to fully get these victims justice. Everyone else is just such cucks. They're such cocksuckers. They literally just cannot even just get out their own way, bro. They can't even literally stand up to Trump because they're so afraid of what would happen afterwards. They're so afraid of the GOP coming down hard on them. People were children. If this was their children, they would go hard to try to get the answers they want to seek. If that was their children, the fact that it's not, just goes to show you these cocksuckers don't fucking care about nobody. Whether you look right, whether you look left, Democrats, Republican, they don't give a shit about you. There are some good ones, but the majority ones are just fucking assholes. They're not real.
Justice revealed that Trump was an FBI informant to take Epstein down. If this is true, why not brag about it? Why keep trying to shut down the combo? I mean, maybe this is them finally bragging about it. Wait, Speaker Johnson just said that Trump was an FBI informant in the Epstein case? Mike Johnson outs Donald Trump as an FBI informant. Whoa, boy howdy. And you can see this clip is cooking. I mean, doesn't that make sense, given everything that we know about Donald Trump in that moment, given everything we know about what Trump has said to the lawyers and what the lawyers have said about Trump? And during that exact same time period, we know that President Trump was kicking, that he was, while he was close to Epstein in the late 90s, when Epstein was wormholing his way into elite society, that he immediately turned on Epstein and never looked back. How about this? I mean, doesn't this make a lot more sense in context of President Trump's nascent political activity? Like when Donald Trump was running for president the first time in 2015, 10 years ago, President Trump was asked about Jeffrey Epstein. And he said with absolute specificity who was guilty in the Jeffrey Epstein saga, and talked about Little St. James when nobody knew about Jeffrey Epstein's island. Nobody knew about Epstein at all.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of problems.
Boy, he was right about that. Here's another one from the same event, 2015.
Well, I think he's got a problem. I mean, I don't know, but that island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it. The island was an absolute cesspool. So.
Goodness gracious. So this now has broken forward onto the national stage. And these kind of old clips now suddenly make a ton of sense. If Donald Trump worked with the feds to put away Jeffrey Epstein, if he knew about the island, again, 2015, it's hard to remember back 10 years, but nobody knew who Jeffrey Epstein was. Nobody knew about the island. Jeffrey Epstein was a free man. He wasn't incarcerated or in jail. Jeffrey Epstein was a free man.
My God, Benny, what the fuck, man? Lack of awareness, bro. It's fucking crazy. You really think Trump this whole time, even the times before then, when him and Epstein been friends for years, that he was working with the feds to go after Epstein? Considering who Epstein was an asset for, I highly doubt that.
Walking around. These are crazy things to say unless you absolutely know that they are guilty and they won't sue you because they're guilty. Like, this is what President Trump was saying. President Trump worked then with the FBI.
I think Benny was the only one that released a YouTube video about this, because everyone else, it seems like they haven't reacted to it on their channels yet. So I believe he's the only one that's really covered in this. So I think when I get more political commentators to cover this, you might do a follow-up to this Trump supposedly being an FBI informant against Epstein. Because I really want to get the whole political world's perspective on like how they feel about this revelation that Trump was an FBI informant, which I really do not even believe at all. I don't see no evidence of that at all. It seemed like to me Trump and Epstein were very good friends back then.
To try and put away Epstein. Epstein was saved, most likely, by his deep state friends, CIA, Mossad. I don't know. I'm not sure. I sure as hell hope we find out. But this
even Benny could acknowledge that Epstein was an asset of Mossad.
This actually makes a ton of sense.
Of course, it's well known he did have some affinity with the CIA, but we all know where his real ties were with.
Based on Donald Trump's behavior. Donald Trump, FBI informant to take down Jeffrey Epstein. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is wild times. But I guess it can always get crazier. Fascinating. Fascinating. Is that why is that why you don't? It's wild to just think about what does that mean then? Is that what President Trump is trying to actually protect here? His status working with the FBI to try and put pedos in jail? Because you don't want to be outed in that scenario. I don't know. It makes Donald Trump, the way my takeaway here, though, is that it makes Donald Trump unimpeachable and on the right side of this thing. He's on the right side.
Oh my
President
God,
Trump's on the right side of this
what
thing
the
now.
fuck? What is this cocksucking name?
They should go in hard and be like, yep, absolutely, I'm the guy that got Jeffrey Epstein locked up. I'm the guy that gave the feds everything. Because he's a scumbag. He was a dirtbag. And I saw what he was doing to women at my club or whatever. That's what Trump should do. Just my humble opinion. It's Benny. Like, share, and subscribe for more information and truth. See ya.
Yeah, I like Benny. He means well, but it's just like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Stop the cocksucking fest, man. Come on. Fucking crazy, bro. The cocksucking fest has got to stop. Like, have some back. At least have a backbone. Well, we're gonna move on to. I believe this is the video that I want to watch. So, this video is from NBC News. that goes over a detailed look at Trump and Epstein's friendship. So you can look at the video and make the assessment yourself as if Trump was an FBI informant while the whole time while him and Epstein had a relationship, very good friendship with Epstein. We call Epstein a terrific guy, a wonderful guy, that he was great with the women. Yeah, you really want to take to say that Trump's FBI informant at this time.
President Trump dismissing the interest now in the Epstein case.
I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff.
And distancing himself from the convicted sex offender, as the president's been doing for years.
I had a falling out with him a long time ago.
In the Oval Office in 2019.
And yet, we still don't even know exactly which one's the correct story of the falling out. We still not even getting no transparency of that.
Making clear his feelings on Epstein at that point.
I don't think I've spoken to him for 15 years. I wasn't a fan.
There's no evidence the president is connected to any of Epstein's crimes. We do know the two did have a relationship. The president acknowledging both men crossed paths in Palm Beach back in the 90s. NBC News archival video from 1992 shows the president with Epstein at a Mar-a-Lago party alongside cheerleaders for the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Mr. Trump grew.
You know, regardless of whatever, Trump is still aura forming in his old videos, bro. You can see with him all the baddies, man. Trump is aura forming in his videos. Like, that's why I like him, honestly speaking, still. You know, regardless of all this bull crap, I still do have love for Trump, don't get me wrong. But this whole like covering for Epstein, just calling this a hoax, it's just like, where are we going, Donnie? Where are we really going?
Greeting guests, including Epstein.
Come on in, go inside.
The two chatting and gesturing to those in front of them. At one point, it appears Mr. Trump leans over and tells Epstein she's hot. The video, taken more than a decade before Epstein's plea deal, which made him register as a sex offender in Florida. Between 1993 and 1997, flight logs, released in the trial of Epstein's now convicted associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, show Mr. Trump flew on Epstein's plane multiple times. In 2002, Mr. Trump told New York Magazine, "I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with." Adding, "It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side." Epstein claiming to author Michael Wolff in 2017 that the two men were at one time very close. There's no other evidence they were that friendly, and the two ended up having a falling out in 2004, according to people who spoke with the Washington Post, over competition for an oceanfront property in Florida.
See, that's one of the reasons why Trump said they had a falling out, but then Trump came back and then changed the story 2 times after the fact.
The president has confirmed the friendship ended, though he didn't specify why.
The reason doesn't make any difference, frankly.
Of course, President Trump is not the only powerful
In that
person.
one little statement, he says the reason doesn't make any difference. But every time he's asked about his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein and how it ended, it just changes. 3 times, you got 3 different stories. You don't know which one's the real one.
Person who spent time with Epstein, former President Bill Clinton, former VP Al Gore, Bill Gates, all named in court documents as being connected to Epstein. There's been no evidence that any of these people, including President Trump, have been involved in Epstein's crimes, and they've denied any wrongdoing, all as the Epstein case is back in the spotlight.
I don't understand why it keeps going. I think, well, really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say let them have it.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking.
You know, besides Trump, there's like 2 other individuals that I want to bring light to that also are very disappointed in how they just changed their tune. Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, FBI director and assistant FBI director. This is Kash Patel right here, the FBI director. Less than 2 years ago, Kash Patel was ranting about the FBI hiding the Epstein client list. Now he's in charge of the bureau. He says it doesn't exist. So we're going to watch this interview. Then we're going to watch this follow-up one he did right here. This is Kash Patel currently.
Now it's the same thing with Epstein's list. It's like, what the hell are these Republicans doing? Oh,
I saw you
give out the list.
I saw you make news this morning about that. I got to get to that.
Yeah.
You say that the FBI has Epstein's list. They're sitting on it. That doesn't seem like something you should do. You're protecting the world's foremost predator. That seems like an evil thing to do, regardless of who may be embarrassed in the release of that list. Why is the FBI protecting the greatest pederast, the largest scale pederast in human history?
Simple, because of who's on that list. You don't think that Bill Gates is lobbying Congress night and day to prevent the disclosure of that list? And why is it that the Senate, and good for Senator Blackburn to try to get it out, but then Dick Durbin comes over the top and says, no, we're not going to release the names. I don't care about the list itself, but if you release the names, right? What the hell are the House Republicans doing? They have the majority. You can't get the list? You're going to accept Dick Durbin's word or whoever that guy is as to who is on that list and who isn't, and that it can and can't be released? Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are. We have an election coming up, and we need to adjudicate this matter at the polls. God knows the FBI and DOJ aren't going to do anything. But how are you going to reward the FBI with a new headquarters building after their illegal surveillance on Donald Trump continues with a reauthorization of FISA, and we can't even get basic documents out? This is why America hates Congress. And this is why I'm tired of the Republican majority saying they're going to get the job done and failing.
You can listen to how passionate Kash Patel is in this video. He wants full transparency. He wants all those involved to pay. He wants all those to be jailed. Now we go on to Kash Patel today. This was done in May 28, 2025. Of course, he's FBI director right now, currently speaking. So let's listen to how Kash Patel feels right now.
The Epstein thing, you dealt with Maria. You said, as far as you know, he killed himself.
I'm telling you, he killed himself.
The other thing on the internet is the Epstein files. What's the answer to that?
The answer to that is the same as everything else. I'm not going to withhold information from the American public ever, but I'm also not going to rush to get it out there in a format in which they can't rely on.
Oh, really? Oh, really? You said to hurry up and release them before he was FBI director during the election run. He was said they need to go ahead and release them right now. Now since he's FBI director, he's saying, oh, I'm not going to be in a rush to release those files, when you were just asking them before you FBI director to go ahead and release them. What are we doing, Kash? What are we doing?
Epstein matter or any other matters, we are diligently working on that. And it takes time to go through years of investigations, years of political maneuvering, and years of cover-up to get the American people what they deserve. And that's what I'm going to give them on everything.
Yeah. And
there are.
The Epstein thing, you dealt with Maria.
This is just like, the 180 is crazy. Literally, he was coming in hot. He was coming in like, hey, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna go in the office. I'm gonna storm out there. I'm gonna release the files to everyone in public, and we're gonna learn who are these pedophiles that harm children. Now he's like, oh, Epstein did delete himself. There is no blackmail ring. He didn't traffic the children for nobody. Epstein's just not real. Epstein's just not real. We're just gonna pretend it never happened. We're just gonna let it die. Whatever he read in those files had him change his tune. Literally. Whatever he read in those files had him change his tune. I don't know what he saw in those files, but Kash Patel had a different look in his eyes when after he supposedly read the files, and then he did the Joe Rogan interview, and then all of a sudden he just doesn't seem with the same vulgar and the same enthusiasm to want to get those files out to the public for the public to see and figure out who is involved with Jeffrey Epstein. Everything just changed. Everything just changed when he became an FBI director. Him and Don Bongino both made a public appearance during I forgot which news channel it was, but they made a public appearance, both looking so distraught, both looking so just defeated. And they're just saying like, oh, Epstein did absolutely off himself. There is no blackmail ring. There is no client list. There is none of that stuff. None of that stuff is real. Dan Bongino had a falling out with Pam Bondi. It was reported that they actually got into it, and Don Bongino was close to quitting. Now, of course, that is went away now, and now he's still in his role right now, currently speaking. But a lot of people I've known and I watch have lost respect for Don Bongino. We can go to his part right here. This is all, it continues on from Cash Patel. This is from Alex Jones. This is breaking. FBI Director Cash Patel asked by Joe Rogan if Elon had access to the Epstein files in reference to Trump. Musk online fruit. Cash won't comment. I know my lane, and that's it. This was about when Elon Musk accused Trump of, well, actually, he actually said Trump was in the files before it was public knowledge. But this is after that little spat between Trump and Musk.
Since we were talking about fake news, this is going to come up because it's been going on since we've been recording here. Elon and Trump seem to be in a bit of a spat. Joe, you want to check the tweet that Elon just put out a little bit ago?
Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made.
When that tweet came up, bro, everyone in their mind was losing their mind. Everyone was losing their mind. You had one woman I know for sure who is a diehard Trump supporter. Laura Loomer did not make a single tweet about this. Did not make a single tweet. She basically just let them fight it out, whatever. Them try to help them get over it. She didn't say nothing. But when it came to Pam Bondi, she was on Pam Bondi's ass, saying that she needs to be fired. She needs to be held accountable for basically lying to the public. She's terrible at her job. But when it came to this, she just let them fight. When Elon Musk posted this, this was trending everywhere. Everywhere. And I believe the GOP did try to play it down and say that wasn't true. And then it came out in the Wall Street Journal article that yes, Trump isn't named in the files. Now I don't believe he funneled children, but I believe that that's the reason why we're not going to ever see those files
made public. Have a nice day. Jesus Christ.
I'm not participating in any of that conversation between Elon
have
and
a nice day, DJD. Someone should take his phone away.
They're going back and forth about different things. And
yeah. Listen,
well, he said he was disappointed in Elon.
Yeah, they told him to leave.
Jesus Christ, that's a crazy thing to say. How does he know? Does he know that Donald Trump is in the Epstein files? Or does he have access to the Epstein files?
I don't know how he would, but I'm just staying out of the Trump-Elon thing. That's way outside my lane.
What the fuck are they doing?
I know my lane, and that ain't it.
I just don't. I mean, I understand he owns Twitter. I think it's bad for your mental health.
Ultra Methylene Blue is now available.
All right, we're going to stop right there. So, we're going to go on to Don Bongino. Now you're going to see a difference of opinion change from him too as well. This is Don Bongino when he was still, before he was put in as an FBI assistant director. This is when he was running his podcast show. This was in 2023. And now on the right, you see the 2025 when he started having a difference of tune.
Listen, that Jeffrey Epstein story is a big deal. Please do not let that story go. Keep your eye on this. Catherine Rumler, we need to keep the heat on this case, folks. There are a lot of people who are knee deep in the Washington swamp who are not telling you the truth about serious allegations out there that Epstein may have had video and audio of people out there doing things they shouldn't have been doing. And you should be asking yourself the question, how is it that all these people, the CIA director, the Obama fixer, Bill Clinton, all intersected paths with Jeffrey Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein isn't with us anymore, and nobody seems to want to talk about it. Outside of a few entrepreneurial media outlets saying, hey, this is a big deal.
He killed himself. Again, you want me to...
Bro, the transition is just so funny to me. Oh, he killed himself. Bro, you just look at the fire in Dan's eyes on the left. You can just look at the fire in his eyes. He wants full accountability. He wants these people tried and jailed. He wants these pedals put away. And then the right is just like so defeated, so disgusted. Like he looks like he did like some sexual act behind closed doors, and now he just doesn't want to talk about it anymore. That's the type of face I'm getting from this. It's like this is just like is this even the same guy? I'm not going to conspiracy theory route with the clone shit. That's just kind of stupid. But I was just making a joke. But it's just like, bro, look at this. You cannot tell me that they're not blatantly just trying to cover this crap up now, man. This is just like he's being force-fed a script, and he has to follow said script. Go back again.
Have been doing, and you should be asking yourself the question, how is it that all these people, the CIA director, the Obama fixer, Bill Clinton, all intersected paths with Jeffrey Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein isn't with us anymore, and nobody seems to want to talk about it outside of a few entrepreneurial media outlets saying, hey, this is a big deal.
He killed himself. You want me to I've seen the whole file. He killed himself.
Listen,
this is just like, where did the fire go from Don Bongino? Where did the fire go? He's deputy director now. He's up there working with Kash Patel, and now these two had the fire before they were put in these positions. And then after they got in the positions, everything changed. Everything changed. Ted Bundy obviously is just too stupid. She don't know her own fucking good. Like, Dan Bongino got put in the position of Deputy Director, Federal Bureau of Investigations. Put my face up here for a moment. I want to look up something. Yeah, it's just a bunch of stupid tweets about nothing, honestly speaking. Yeah, they're just trying to obfuscate from it. They're not even talking about the Epstein files currently speaking. Operation Summer Heat about the DC takeover. And if I did say assistant director, which that is technically what a deputy director is, pretty much an assistant to the FBI director, I do apologize. It's basically second outside of Kash Patel. That's just a second in command for anybody who doesn't know. They're just focusing on just like doing this DC takeover, and it's trying to stop the crime rate in DC, but we don't get Epstein files. I'm one for wanting to clean up the streets of all the American cities, all the big metropolitan cities. But at the same time, I want transparency. I want these people put away. I want the Epstein files. I'm pretty sure all the American people want that too. So, this is embarrassing. This is complete and utterly embarrassing. We're gonna go to we're gonna go to Patrick B. Davis' podcast. And they reacted to this too as well, about Trump constantly keep calling the Epstein files a Democrat host. And as you can know, one of his co-hosts, of course, Adam, always has to run cover and just says this is not a big deal, whatever. It's just like, bro, why is he even on the show? I don't know, but
Massie yesterday. This is Thomas Massie yesterday at the hearing, or I'm sorry, at the press conference where he talks about the claims that this is going to be another hoax and the Epstein files are a hoax.
Go ahead and play this clip.
I think it's shameful that this has been called a hoax. Hopefully today we can clear that up. This is not a hoax. This is real. There are real survivors. There are real victims to this criminal enterprise. And the perpetrators are being protected because they're rich and powerful and political donors to the establishment here in Washington, D.C.
Shout out to Thomas Massie and Marjorie Green Taylor. These two right here are really fighting, are really got the Lord's work at that point. Because no one else in GOP seems to even care. No one on the Dem side, I mean, as much as they want transparency, they're not even fighting as hard as these two are fighting right now.
Donors to the establishment here in Washington, D.C.
Okay, so aside from that, I saw Gloria Allred calling out I saw a bunch of different things. Is this Ro Khanna, and what is he saying here?
This is Thomas Massie. He names one of the people implicated in the Epstein.
Yeah, because what he says with Ro Khanna, he says these kids, these girls, if they go out and say the names, they will be sued for the rest of their lives. He says, but I can do it. We are going to read out the names. So apparently him and Ro Khanna want to go out there and read off the names that they have because they're not worried about them being sued. But the people that know the names are being told by their lawyers to not leak the names because of specific reasons. Who knows? Gloria Allred, who is somebody who is representing, by the way, Gloria Allred, I believe, is representing 27 of the rape victims. Rob, can you validate is it 26 or 27? Gloria Allred, who is the GOAT in the space of, what do you want to call this? The
defending
sexual
females.
harassment stuff. She's been the one. One of the, a very good documentary about her will tell you why she is, 27 survivors she's representing. So she's representing 27 of the Epstein victims, and they're worried about going out and giving the names. But here's what Thomas Massie had to say. Go ahead, Rob.
I'll give you the name of one of the billionaires who's running $2 million of ads in my district since I started this effort. His name is John Paulson. He's a hedge fund manager and a major donor to the Republican Party, a major donor to the Speaker of the House, a major donor to the president's campaign, and he.
You know, I'm not much one for libertarians. Just to cut off right quick. I'm not much one for libertarians, you know. But Thomas Massie, Dave Smith, Rand Paul, a lot of these guys are. You could look at them and tell like they really believe in like being American, what it means to really be American. Now the whole Libertarian Party against the Fed, whatever, that's their main thing. Like they don't believe in funding foreign countries, whatever, and spending money. I agree. We agree with that assessment 100%. I agree with that assessment 100%. So that's the Libertarian Party, obviously, and they've been somewhat red-pilled on the J question for a long time. So I can respect the Libertarian Party being out here trying to do its thing right now and fight for all these victims right now that are basically dealing with the fact that they're not getting their justice. You know, Epstein's gone, but the people that were involved are still roaming around.
He's in Epstein's black book. Now that's public, but that's indicative of the types of people who may be implicated or just embarrassed by a complete release of these files.
Okay, so Vinny, question to you.
Yes.
Do you still believe nothing's going to happen to the names? Do you still believe Thomas Massie's time is being wasted? Do you still believe Ro Khanna is wasting his time saying all the stuff that they're saying because nothing's going to happen? Or do you believe there's going to be a little bit of justice for some people out there?
What I wish, Pat, and what I know, like not what I believe is going to happen, are completely on the opposite. You know what I wish for? I want every single person, not just on the list, Pat. I want who was their victim, corroborated story, footage that all of a sudden nobody knows where it is. No Cash Patel, no. Remember the 10,000 hours of footage? Yeah. Okay. What I'm starting to feel like is, because a lot of people are like, Trump's on it. Let's put that to the side. We're finding out that people like John Paulson, who is one of the biggest donors to the president, okay, is on that list, okay? And by the way, I do not like how everybody has turned on Thomas Massie. He's the only one, to me, him and like Marjorie Taylor Greene, that are actually still keeping this fire freaking lit and keeping it going. Okay, a lot of people are saying, you know, what's her name? Gloria Albright. This whole thing lost credibility because she's involved, because she's all, you know, all about the glitz and the glamour. But think about it. John Paulson's one of them, Pat, if we have to think about it. Besides Bill Clinton, besides, you know, the intelligence agency, which Paula Luna just came out and said that, and Rob, I might have sent it to you. Paula Luna said that the intelligence stuff, that the leaked documents have the CIA, have Israel, and have Russia, and I believe China. Everybody was... Now there's more countries involved? And I think, yeah, that's it. Pat, if you look right there, she says, in my opinion, there's definitely an intelligence connection. Countries named and the lead attorney for the witnesses included Saudi Arabia, Russia, Israel, as well as former CIA director inferred to the CIA director under the Bush administration.
It's more than just
so it's,
America or Mossad, you're saying? Now Russia and Saudi are involved?
All these, so what these,
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. The
Why
victims
would
are.
I be surprised?
Yeah. So
all I heard it was all Mossad.
So my thing is this, Pat, if Trump isn't in there and
Of
Trump
course,
is
Adam would
innocent,
say all I
then
heard was
there
Mossad.
What's
Bro,
the other explanation?
The guy
What's the
is
other
just
reason?
like, Adam Sosnick is just like, bro, the guy doesn't really give good analysis about nothing. I genuinely don't even know why he's even on the show. But I get it because, hey, I mean, I guess he completes the home team, whatever. Like this guy, Adam Sosnick orders in bad faith, and I don't think I've ever really seen like won a debate. I think Anna Conspiracy, I believe that's how you pronounce her name. She, from the Young Turks, she debated with Adam on this valuetainment equivalent of the View. And she cooked the shit out of Adam Sosnick. So I generally don't know why he's even on the show.
Protecting people that have given you millions and millions to win. Bill Gates, who I know we'll get into later. Bill Gates yesterday, this guy, of all the stuff that he's done, he's sitting next to the president like everything is good.
And Melania.
And Melania, right there. Mind you, this is the guy that his wife, Melinda, left him, and the main reason she said, her words, was because of his relationship after Epstein was already a convicted pedophile. She said, when I first met him, he was evil personified. You know what I mean? That's a huge step. She said, she goes, he was abhorrent, and she goes,
So what are you saying? You're saying that the president is protecting a guy like Bill Gates?
I believe, like people like John Paulson and stuff, this is just a guess. Some people would say that the reason that this...
I'm surprised the article that I brought up earlier that talked about all the AI people that had dined with Trump, Bill Gates. Did I see his name on that article? I believe I did. I didn't see his name mentioned, and he was there. Forgive me, I forgot to mention Bill Gates, who was also very much involved in this Epstein scandal and is allegedly have also funneled children. How could I forget about Big Bill? You know, him and his pushing the vax and everything and killing a bunch of Americans, and hell, he should be tried and jailed himself. But hey, Trump's buddies with him now, so.
This hasn't come out because, I mean, how many mess ups, how many lies from Pam Bondi to Cash Patel to Dan Bongino looking like this? He killed himself. Like somebody had a gun to his head. To now Trump saying it's a
See, that's what I said.
Hoax. Something is off. Something is off. And I don't think we're ever going to get to the actual answer. And I don't think anybody will go to jail. Anybody. And that's a sad, sad thing for me to say.
I don't know if, okay, so Martha Stewart, she went to jail for 5 months.
Yeah.
For insider trading and for something that everybody today does, and she went away for, right? Okay. Do I think no one's going to be held accountable? So watch this, Vinny.
Yeah.
Here's one way of thinking about it. If you don't believe no one's going to be held accountable, not 100%, it's never going to be 100%, just so you know that.
Yeah.
It's never going to be 100%. The reason why it's never going to be 100% is why? You don't have enough documents to prove. By the way, it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Yes.
But guess what the court needs?
Proof. Yeah, show me.
So I'm talking to one of the guys at school, and the dean at school, and he says to me, he says, Pat, if I get a claim, and if I don't have documentation, if I don't have anything, if I don't have videos, if I don't have anything, I move on. I can't do anything with it. Yeah. I need something and a couple other witnesses to say something like that happened. If they have it, they can do it. But watch this. If you don't believe anything can happen and nothing will be held accountable, why are we talking about it? Why are we talking about it? Why talk about it on the podcast? Why bring it up? What's the outcome of us talking about it?
I want them to know that we know.
Well,
I want them.
They know. But they know. We need to say it one time, and it's plenty. But actually, think about to the core. Why do we talk about a certain story? How many times, Rob, would you say, in all the podcasts in 2025, how many podcasts say we've done 2, 4, 8 times 7 months? Let's just say. Is what, 56? Out of the 56 podcasts we've done this year, Home Team Rob, how many times you think Epstein's been mentioned in one of those 56 podcasts?
Maybe a quarter.
Maybe a quarter?
25%.
I agree. So let's just say 14.
Higher than that, yeah. Go on.
Let's just say 14. Why are we talking about it? Actually ask the question, why are we talking about it?
Actually answer the question?
Yeah.
Because we have, I mean, I mean, we're at the point where we are right now because we know it's absolutely insane because they get away with murder, literally, that we want something to change, something to happen. I want justice for the...
Where does that come from? What emotion produces that? It's one word, and it starts with the letter H.
Hate?
It's one word. No, hope.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I hope that they're going to freaking...
Right. But guess what we need with hope? Hope is a very powerful thing.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you no longer think justice will be held, hope is gone. When hope is gone, what do? They give up. When people give up, what happens? More victims. So I believe even bringing it up, and now you're seeing Marjorie Taylor Greene. You're seeing Ro Khanna. You're seeing Massie. By the way, Marjorie Taylor Greene isn't part of the same camp as Massie. I think Massie's here. Marjorie Taylor Greene is here. Marjorie Taylor Greene was the one when Kevin McCarthy was up on there negotiating all this stuff, says, hey, pick up the phone, Trump. Like, people forget who she is. She's like a America First Trump at the highest level. Now she's here. Rob, go ahead and play this clip.
The largest press conference that I've seen since I've been here. And this is because this is an issue that matters so much to...
It took her a minute to catch on. I mean, she was pretty somewhat noticing, especially because she used to be friends with Nick Fuentes, and then she distanced herself from him. Go figure. That's what a lot of these political figures do. But I guess you could say all's forgiven her. But the point of the matter is, I mean, like her still being heavily involved in the government and then speaking out against what's going on in Israel. But the language of like saying I'm not anti, apartheid state is kind of alarming.
To Americans, this is an issue that doesn't have political boundaries. It's an issue that Republicans and Democrats should never fight about. As a matter of fact, it's such an important issue that it should bring us all together. It's grieved me to watch the arguments and debates take place among my colleagues and even the administration. I think this is something that was worth fighting for. You see, the women behind me are going to tell you stories that you've never heard before. These are unimaginable horrors that they've lived with for their entire lives since they were very, very young. But these are also similar stories that many children, teenagers, women, and even men are enduring nightmares right now as we speak.
You can pause it. So she goes on, and then Rob, there's another clip as well. What is the other clip that President Trump calling it a hoax? Go for it.
So this is a Democrat hoax that never ends. It reminds me a little of the Kennedy.
Real quick, want to bring your attention to something. So a lot of my clips are blowing up. All right. So a lot of my clips are blowing up, as you can see. So I want to bring attention to that. So if you're watching on Rumble, go over to YouTube, find Tonight in America YouTube channel. Come and watch the clips, like the clips, repost them, whatever. Share them on social media platforms. Get the message spread across. I'm doing this for the purpose of a clip later on, and whenever I post it, this clip is already made. But I want to show everyone, like, come and like the channel, come support the channel, come hit the subscribe button, whatever. And then you got the little link tree right here to all my other socials, and you can follow me on those if you want to stay linked up, whatever I'm doing in my personal life, whatever. But come over here, come watch the clips. Let's get them viral. I'm gonna post my Epstein stream that I did the other day on clips tomorrow. Those ones are gonna do big numbers. I want these numbers to grow because I already got one at 1.1K, 982 views, 626 views, 1K, 1.8K views. This one's growing right here repeatedly. So I want these numbers to grow, and I want to grow so that way when I get monetized, I'll make sure I'll look out for everyone that showed me support. So let's get back to it.
Situation. We gave him everything over and over again, more and more and more, and nobody's ever satisfied. From what I understand, I could check, but from what I understand, thousands of pages of documents have been given. but it's really a Democrat hoax because they're trying to get people to talk about something that's totally irrelevant to the success that we've had as a nation.
Make sure you also subscribe to the channel too as well. We're growing, so I want to keep growing. Subscribe. Let's get the following up. Like the video. Like I said, comment. Let me know how you feel about the video. Let me know if you like it and what I can improve on for later.
Since I've
Both
been
can be right.
I know.
Why are you saying a hoax?
Yep, it's not a hoax.
Why don't you just say, let's see what happens? I've empowered my guys to find out.
So let me ask you a question then, Pat. Why would he say that? Why would the president?
Shout out to Vinny. I love Vinny. This guy right here is really a patriot. This guy right here really loves. This is a real patriot of America right here. He really loves America. This guy right here is 100% a patriot. You can really appreciate guys like Vinny.
In the United States say, which we all know is not true, that this is a hoax. There are women that are standing there that I guarantee would pass a lie detector test, that they were assaulted by Jeffrey Epstein. And here's my thing, Pat. They're saying, we have the names. We're going to put out our own list. Why don't they go in a session, bring them in there, bring the people in there? It'd be easy to corroborate with evidence of the footage that the FBI or somebody has, which, what is it, missing? They have the footage of Jeffrey's of his house with all the footage. What are we even talking about?
Rob, what is this, the flyover?
Okay, so this clip right here, hang on one second here. F-16s flew over the Epstein press conference while the victims were
Let's hear it.
Justice telling me that this was going to happen when it had already happened. This woman abused children.
That's a coincidence that a plane was flying over at that time.
That's our F-16s.
Intentionally, or
I have no idea, but the timing is pretty freaking
That
crazy.
is crazy.
Look how long they had to stop.
That is crazy.
This is taking place in D.C.?
Yes, on Capitol Hill.
Tom, your thoughts. Tom, your thoughts here.
So, some things die, some things stay, and some things keep getting bigger. When you have stories like this one keeps getting bigger. Now you've got Gloria Allred with even more victims talking about New Mexico Ranch, not just the island, not Ghislaine.
Zora Ranch.
Yeah, the
8,000
ranch
acres.
in 1996.
Yeah.
So you've got 3 women that's saying, I will give you dates, I will show you flights, I will show you where it was, and we're compiling our own list. So to me, that's more stuff coming. Why do these people do it? They're not paid influencers hiding behind an account on X just trying to howl at the moon on some issue. You know how that works. They lobbyists and pay people to do that. No, these are people coming to a microphone, putting their face in the public eye, and it's getting worse. So, and now MTG, she comes down there, and now she comes out, and then there's little things going on. What's she doing? And people are upset with her. She's taking political risks coming to that microphone. And now you have MTG. It's getting worse. And so I look at it as that people are realizing the depth of what happened here. And I think that there's a deal. It's like, why does Ghislaine go from one prison down to a lesser
prison,
a lesser restrictive and a lesser harsh prison by a lot of people's descriptions?
Yeah.
That's in Texas. Why? How did she move there? Was this part of the negotiation?
Todd
Look,
Blanche,
I'll talk to you. I'll give you an interview, but you got to move me to a little bit more comfortable prison. They didn't send her to a condo. They sent her to another prison. So, Pat, it keeps getting worse. And that's what bothers me. What bothers me is more keeps coming out. It's not more people covering it.
He just has to do one thing. Stop calling it a hoax.
Agree.
Stop, trolling this topic because you're turning your own team against you. Keep saying, I've empowered Bondi. I've empowered Cash. I've empowered Anna Paulina. I've empowered them, and whatever they come out with.
Shout out to them. They sound like they're really coming around now more because I mean, like, Pat is kind of like he wanted to push back a little bit about this at first, but now it seems like he's really like starting to just get on with it, get on board now 100% with this. That we want those files. Because Pat, okay, when it was announced that they weren't going to release the files, Pat was kind of like a little bit like, I don't know like how I truly feel about this now. Now as time goes on, and the more they talked about Epstein, yeah, it seems like Pat's more and more like he's getting towards he's becoming more like Vinny now. He's like he wants the transparency. He wants those files too. He wants these victims to be able to sleep at night knowing that they got the just dues they deserve, got their justice. They got the people that assaulted them got the full accountability and the jail and the imprisonment that they deserve. They probably deserve far worse, but I mean, for YouTube purposes, I'm just gonna say they need to be in prison.
We will release. Stop calling it a hoax. You can't keep calling it a hoax. It is. You have so many great things that's going on right now in America. So many great things. Streets of the biggest criminal, crimes, homicides taking. You're cleaning it up. Border is clean.
I mean, pause it right quick. Roberto Garcia to be deported to a tiny African nation. Wow. They've been giving this guy hell. I'm not gonna lie. Roberto Garcia, he's allegedly be part of the Venezuela gang. I forgot their name 100%. So I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it. But he's alleged to be part of the alleged big Venezuela gang that was taking over a part of America, that to where they were taking over the apartment complexes and people couldn't even go in to their own homes that lived in said complex, and they were scaring off everyone that was basically living there, and terrorizing, intimidating, assaulting. ICE had to go in there and arrest Trinidad Aragra. Yeah, Trinidad Aragra. That's what they are. And I believe he was alleged not to be part of Trinidad Aragra. I'm thinking of Venezuela actually. So, but Roberto Garcia was alleged to be a gang member. Like I said, his story I ain't really been keeping up much with it, but I mean it's interesting how the Trump administration has a hard on for Roberto Garcia. Now they said they're going to deport him to a small African nation. That's kind of crazy. I might cover his stuff sometime next week.
Tariffs, $30 billion in August, guys. $30 billion of revenue in August.
Cash to the U.S. and United States.
Cash to the U.S. This is a record.
He was part of MS-13. That's what it was. It was MS-13. All right, I was thinking of Trinidad Aragra because of Venezuela. My recent stream yesterday. And I was trying to get off the top of my head. Which one was the one where he was allegedly being part of? Which one was a Burgo being accused of being part of? It was MS-13.
Breaking month in the history of America with tariffs. They thought inflation was going to be crazy. Didn't happen. You got stuff that's going on right now where rates are about to go down 3 more times between now and the end of the year, give or take. 2 or 3 more times between now and the end of the year. This is stuff that we've never seen. Borders clean. You're doing deals with people. You've cornered people that are wanting to do stuff with you. They're coming to you. They're knocking on the door. Don't say hoax. It's not helping your camp out. Leave it alone and let them do the job. He has a way of saying things which is very powerful. I hope he's watching this, even if it's by himself. When you say things like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's going on with that. I mean, the reality, I've hired great people, and let's see what they find out, and justice will prevail. And let's leave it up to them. And if it happened, great. If it didn't happen, great. But guess what? What I don't like is a lot of people use the Me Too movement to ruin a lot of men's lives. And that concerns me. And that's something that makes me very uncomfortable. Because we saw when it happened at first, everything was about Me Too, Me Too, Me Too. Everybody, one by one, they started to 30 million, 20 million, 18 million, 16 million. It was like, let me get everybody. And doesn't mean everybody was part of the Me Too movement, right? So I'm a little bit sympathetic to that because I saw what happened and it ruined a lot of men's lives. But if there are people that did do it and there is proof to it, let justice prevail. That's all you have to say. You don't need to say hoax. There's no benefit of saying that. There's literally no benefit of calling it that. All these massive documentaries that are being done where kids are saying, a girl goes and brought 14-year-old girls to Epstein that he hooked up with, and she got paid $200 for bringing a 14-year-old girl from her high school.
Yep.
You think that's an act? And then she got in trouble because she brought 24 girls to Epstein. Why would she get in trouble for bringing 24 girls? Why would the cop say you're also committing a crime? What is the crime? She brought underage girls to Epstein. The cop says, you're also a criminal. What did I do wrong? How about him? Well, no, you're bringing underage. So if she's getting in trouble for it, so that means he's doing it. So if he's doing it, the victims are there. This is overly documented. So I don't know. I think every time it goes like this, notice the pattern with, and I don't want to go a lot with Epstein from your end, Adam. I just want to move on to the next stories. If you have anything unique you want to say, tell me. If it's anything that's the same old, if this is not on my top 20 list, this is not this, we can just move on. I'll come to a different story with you. But this is what I want you to be thinking about. If it goes like this, notice the Epstein story.
Just checking Adam already.
Then what does it do?
Dips.
And then you say hoax.
Boom.
And it comes back up.
Yep.
So guess what? It's because you're the momentum. Change the script. Give a different message. And let your guys do the part. Whatever you truly want to say it privately. Stop calling it a hoax publicly. There's other things that we can go with. I just don't know if I like that approach that he's taking. Is there anything unique you want to say?
Do.
Go ahead.
So you may not want to call it a hoax. You might not want to call it a cover-up, but you can certainly call it a secret. Because are you familiar with the secret rule in grand jury testimonies? A rule called 6E. Have you heard about any of this? So you guys cover Epstein more than me, but I heard something that might be the reason that nobody can say a damn word. So find out what Rule 6E is. It's basically secrecy. It's a secrecy rule for the U.S. federal grand juries, and it's basically a shield where you can't say anything at all. It's like a gag order or a sealed document, no matter what the rule is. So why does this always come back to the courts? Always come back to the courts. Always come back to the courts. You think Thomas Massie knows anything about this? You think Marjorie Taylor Greene knows anything about this? If Pam Bondi and Kash Patel and Dan Bongino aren't saying anything, these two guys don't know anything. But I would encourage you to look into this thing called the secret rule, called Rule 6E. Shout out to Jeffrey Mead to talking about this. It's
like this guy just put on the show just to deteriorate it. I generally don't understand, like, what does this guy even have a real take about anything? Don't get me wrong, I used to like Adam a little bit more back in the day. I used to tolerate him a little bit more, but it just seems like now, since this whole, like, anti-Israel's been on the rise, he's just been so insufferable. I don't know if it's just me, but I probably can scroll down right now in the comments, and I guarantee you, majority of the comments are dissing Adam right now. They don't like him on the show. Like, well, I don't know what's the dude. I can really tell what's changing him, but I want to know if the audience that's watching me currently can say the same thing. What's changing Adam? Like, he clearly is, like, just stupid and just being disingenuous on purpose.
It's basically
gaslighting.
Saying there's a gag order and you can't say a thing. So I'm removing complete emotion from this. Everyone gets so worked up about Epstein, but according to sealed documents, they cannot unseal them.
What's the point? What do you mean? Rule 6E, secrecy requirement. So that's why you keep saying it's a hoax? And you think that's the right move? For me to keep saying it's a hoax instead of saying I've empowered people to do the job and let's see what comes out. I've empowered them to do the job. Now you're saying the biggest press conference, now a girl that was on your side flips and is loud? You think Marjorie Taylor Greene is quiet? Girl trains 5-6 times a day. She can do more push-ups and pull-ups than 99% of men out there. You think she's going to stop? You think that's going to stop?
Nancy Mace?
Those are two different things. This could be correct.
Keep going.
Yeah, but all I'm saying, my frustration with this isn't with this. Let the guys do their part and find out what's the bottom of it. Let's get to the bottom of this.
I think everybody wants to get to the bottom of this, but this is a reason why they can never get to the bottom. Because the courts are intervening and saying, no, you're not going to find out anything.
My position is a different position.
These victims from New Mexico weren't in front of grand juries. They're coming to a microphone saying what happened to them in 1996.
I didn't make this law, guys.
No, Adam, what
I'm saying what the law is.
Adam, what
he's saying. It was meant to protect. It was meant to protect witnesses from other witnesses. That if I leaked, we're in a mob grand jury, and all of us are testifying against it, and I mention who was in there with me, and I mention also what went on in there, all of us could be retaliated against by the mob that wants to kill witnesses. So there are things in grand jury. I don't think it has anything to do with Epstein. These victims from 1996 from New Mexico are talking about what happened to themselves.
It definitely has something
and
to do
talking
with
about
Epstein
in hearings,
because they've utilized
in open
this.
hearings, that Nancy Mace
Right.
leaves in tears because it relates to her. So there may be grand jury elements here, but there's a lot of people it's getting up. And
Yeah, like Blatzing guy.
Sorry, Pat. That's,
no.
Don't argue with me. By
No,
the
we're
way.
not. No,
Argue with
No,
ChatGPT
Adam,
and Rule 16.
Adam, ready for this?
Because that's what it says.
Adam,
here.
ready for this? I'm a girl that was assaulted by Epstein and some of these higher ups. I haven't gone to court. I haven't done nothing, but I'm going to the stand and I have a story to tell. There's nothing to do with grand jury. She hasn't been to court yet. What happens to that girl? Like, ready for this? I was raped. I was underage and X, Y, and Z at Epstein Island altar. And guess what? They're all in government or they're all big Silicon Valley guys. She has nothing to do with this rule. That's the thing. How is she going to come forward? Because the one girl that came forward, what happened to her? Prince Andrew, the girl. They paid her off, right? What was it, Pat?
Yeah.
Virginia Giuffre. What happened to that poor girl? They gave her money. The prince, Prince of England,
she got hit by a bus.
got hooked up with an underage girl, and you know his penalty was? A little bit of money and a slap on the wrist from the queen, from his mother. And that was it. Pedophilia, put under the rug. That's it. That's what happens.
It's very simple.
Nobody's a fan
in
of
the backyard,
pedophilia.
Andrew.
We're trying to get to the bottom line of
Rob,
why they're not sealing these documents.
What did the girls? Did you have one of what the girls were saying or no?
Yes, here's the victim talking about putting together their own list together.
Go for it.
Transparency is justice. Release the files, end the secrecy, and stand with us in declaring that no one, no billionaires, no politicians, not world leaders, is above the law.
That's Virginia Giuffre's brother, right behind.
It's gonna keep getting bigger,
And
guys.
let me announce now.
For one reason.
Several of us Epstein survivors have been discussing creating our own list of names.
Please hurry up. Do it. Why haven't they done it yet?
They don't want to
Why
get
are they still thinking about it?
They don't want to get hit by
All
a
right,
freaking bus.
So check this out. So let me put it to you this way. To me, every time he says hoax, these things are going to get bigger. Very simple.
I agree.
Every time they say hoax, this is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It ain't going to get smaller. FYI, if I was a Democrat right now, I would be running with this 24/7.
Well, they are.
If I was a
Not really.
Democrat. No,
Not
not
no,
really.
they're not. Not
if
like
I
that.
Was if I was a Democrat,
I
I'm
agree.
not talking mainstream. Because mainstream knows a lot of the guys on that list are also Democrats. So a lot of Democrats also don't want their best friends and stuff to be affected by it. So that's why they're not.
The Pat is talking different than what, say, Alex Jones would say. Alex Jones would say, well, it was more of like, Alex Jones would say if Trump's name was on the list, the Democrats would have released it a long time ago. And Pat would be like, well, there's Democrats on that list too. So they don't want to implement none of their own. That's actually, yeah, that's what I said. I said the same thing earlier too in this same stream. You heard me in the same breath say it earlier. They're both sides. They are in that list. Not just right. It's not just the Republicans. Democrats also implementing this too. Why do you think Hillary Clinton agrees with Trump that we need to move on? It doesn't take a rocket science to figure out why.
Doing it. But if I'm anything on the other side, like you're seeing Newsom's driving this. Newsom's on top of it, right? If I'm any of those guys, I'd be driving this. But I think Trump is sitting there saying they're not going to because both sides are implicated. Both sides are, what do you call it? Is that the word?
Yeah, implicated. They're both guilty.
So if they're both guilty, but all I'm saying to you is keep saying hoax. Keep saying hoax and see if this thing goes away. It's not going to go away. It's going to keep getting bigger. Folks, go get these because these products, I wore them. It feels anybody that sees it.
That's serious. Nothing's. I wash and.
Guys, I saw a polo shirt that just came in. Eric Caballero was wearing it.
That's it. All right, so that's everything on today's stream about this whole like quote unquote Democrat hoax or Jeffrey Epstein hoax that Trump has been accusing himself. This is clearly it's not a hoax. It's not. It's blatant and utterly just dismissiveness of the victims, blatant cover up for a pedophilic ring that has both Democrats and Republicans implemented in this. There's no full transparency. We probably never will get it. Trump has flip-flopped his stances about how him and Jeffrey Epstein has changed their friendship over the years, or how their friendship ended. First, it was taking workers out of Mar-a-Lago. Well, that wasn't the first one, but that was the most recent one. Then it was over a bidding between for a beach a Palm Beach house. Then it was because he was being a creep with one of the club members, his daughter. Now Trump's the FBI informant. What's next? They're going to say that Jeffrey Epstein was part of the CIA and was working and was doing pedophilic rings to try to entrap some people that were working for counterintelligence, like say Russia. He was actually a good guy. I wouldn't be surprised if they run with that narrative next. So that one is done. Actually, well, there's one more video. Should I react to it? What time is it? 1:19 a.m. Well, we already pretty much reacted to what the press conference is, so I'm gonna pull up some police shooting videos now. Gonna transition now. As you can see, my favorite channel, Police Activity. Do this daily. And we might go to Midwest crime too as well. Let's see which one we will watch. All right, so we'll watch this one. Up the quality, HD. Watch a couple of these and then I'm out of here.
$21.43 code 1 have further 1038.
Also want to thank everyone for tuning in today's news coverage of the Epstein. Is Epstein files a Democratic hoax? Obviously not. That's this. I pretty much has already answered this question already a dozen times now, but it's not during this course of the stream. So now we are going to transition in this react to some police shootings. Then we're closing the stream out. Like I said, come to the channel. Oh, I already see I got a new subscriber. 11 subscribers. Okay. Let's get that. Let's raise that number up even more. If you're watching on Rumble, open up another tab. Come to YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Like the videos. Come watch the clips. Clips are doing amazing right now. 1K, 1K, 1.K, 1.8K. Almost one of my clips is almost to 2. I got a bunch of 1K clips. Numbers are doing good. I'm gonna release the Epstein clips tomorrow. Not for this stream, for my previous stream. Then I'll release these clips later on, probably the day after.
McRae and Willow, Robert John David 2434, Nissan Maxima, blue in color.
Of course, this is a wrap.
Yo, you good? Officer Agostinelli, Greensboro Police Department. Reason I stopped you, it looks like that front headlight's out. It is out.
Yeah, it's because like when I hit a bump, it turns off and on.
Y'all got any weapons inside the vehicle?
I don't.
Okay. Y'all got weapons inside the vehicle? Okay. You sure?
Why did you refuse to enter the car? That's beyond me.
Y'all okay if I pop y'all out and do a safety frisk of your persons real quick? Make sure there's no weapons inside?
When you gotta do all that, you gotta have consent, bro. I know my rights. You gotta have consent to do all that.
So I can do a safety frisk based on a couple things. I've had a prior interaction with you, right? Yeah. Where I stopped the car. I know. I'm not saying that was.
Keep stopping him though, bro. Like you talking.
Because he's got some. No, I'm not.
Why are you talking back?
Each individually to step out of the vehicle, okay? Don't
Dude,
race or
just
anything.
comply.
Don't do anything like that, okay? I'm doing a safety frisk at this point. Again, based on passing. I'm going to tell y'all all. Hey, listen. Listen. You can talk to my supervisor who's pulling up right now. Hey, you're good. Just listen to me. Bro, listen to me.
Why are they not complying?
Bro, I'm going to pull all of y'all out if you keep yelling at me. I'm not. I stopped him for the taillight and I'm doing a safety frisk. Bro, You're yelling at me. I'm not gonna keep yelling. Y'all can pop out of the car.
Y'all look at me real quick. Look at me real quick.
Y'all doing it illegal. Stop, bro.
Look at me real quick.
Let me talk. Y'all do not reach for anything.
Let me talk. Let me talk. And Brad, come over here right now.
Let's come over here and get you out right now. Come on. Let's get out. Go ahead. Get out of the car. Yo, you reach for anything, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We're talking to him.
They got like 2 female officers there too as well. Man, this looks like about to get crazy. Oh shit. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh shit. Bruh. Oh. What? Dude. It's funny. It's funny. He's the one complying. What the fuck's wrong with these two? What the fuck's wrong with these two? Why not just comply? Like, what is the hollering and screaming for? What's the erratic behavior? Like, do you guys not believe in complying? This guy over here is being very calm. Compared to the usual suspects, these guys are usually more erotic, and then guns have to be drawn, and someone obviously has to lose their life. God, thank God it didn't happen this time. Inshallah. So. Bro.
Hey, I want that black officer. Hey, I want to talk to the black officer. I'm not talking to y'all. Are you good?
Okay. You got anything on you? See, like, what? You want to talk to the black officer? My, bruh, I swear these people are like their brains are getting so brain rotten over time. Like they're just so much worried about race, and they call everyone else racist, but they're more racist than anybody. I don't think anybody ever realized that about blacks. They're more racist than anybody.
All of them. I'm not talking to you. I'm sorry. Y'all get off me.
You understand what I'm saying? You understand why I'm doing this?
Damn, that dude. Damn, that's Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar became an officer of the law.
I understand why they're tweaking like that. Because I don't. You're good, bro. But the last time I stopped, and there's that right under the seat. That's why I'm asking y'all to step out. Their reaction is why we're getting out. You're good right now. I appreciate you.
I'm talking to the black officer. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to the black officer.
I'm talking to the black officer. I'm talking to the black officer. That's crazy. Bruh, these guys are just not serious, bro.
I'm 76. I'm right around the corner.
Yeah, okay, Grace.
Oh, boy. I beat the shit out of both of y'all.
Bruh.
Y'all about to lose y'all job. I want to talk to the black officer. I'm talking to him.
Bruh, these guys just, bro, I swear. I generally just do not like these people, bro. It's not a hate. You know, I am partial black, but it's just like, bruh. You can't be around people like this, man, because they're just gonna get you. Just like, that's why I like, if you're like one of these softy ones like them, just don't watch my shit. Oh, just say to yourself, don't watch my shit. Like this nigga say, oh, I'm talking to the black officer. You take these kids over me, I'll beat your ass, buddy. And they don't like it when people stereotype them though. That's the crazy part.
Black officer, I'm not doing it. Can you get on me? Y'all going down, bro. I don't want you touching me. Y'all going down. I'd rather not touch me. I don't want you touching me. I don't want you.
It's not the same one, but.
All right, so we're getting a different perspective right now.
You good? Officer Gossinelli, Greensboro Police Department.
That's crazy.
It looks like that front headlight's out. It is out.
Yeah, it's because like when I hit a bump, it turns off and on.
Y'all got any weapons inside the vehicle?
I don't.
Okay. Y'all got weapons inside the vehicle? Okay. You sure?
Yes, sir. We cool, man.
Okay. Y'all okay if I pop y'all out and do a safety frisk of your persons real quick? Make sure there's no weapons inside?
When you gotta do all that, you gotta have consent, bro. I know my rights. You gotta have consent to do all that.
So I can do a safety frisk based on...
These guys barely even read. They barely even read the law. They understand like base level stuff, but they don't even understand all the other stuff that comes with it. They can do a safety check. That is basically part of police training. They are allowed to do that. All right, they don't actually need consent because there are a couple of things, like he said, he pointed out. And then plus one of them he had a previous encounter with. But these guys are gonna start being erotic, start yelling and screaming, say, if I take my handcuffs off, I'll beat your ass. Like, bro, you actually go to jail at that point.
Had a prior interaction with you, right? Yeah. Where I stopped the car. I know. I'm not saying that was because he's got some. No, I'm not. So I'm gonna ask y'all each individually to step out of the vehicle, okay? Don't reach for anything. Don't do anything like that, okay? I'm doing a safety frisk at this point. Again, based on past. I'm gonna tell y'all all. Hey, listen. You can talk to my supervisor who's pulling up right now. Hey, you're good. Just listen to me. Bro,
this is the cop that was shouting back and forth with him at first. We getting his body cam footage.
I'm gonna pull all of y'all out if you keep yelling at me. I'm not. I stopped him for the taillight and I'm doing a safety frisk. Bro, you're yelling at me. I'm not gonna keep
y'all the ones being confidential to him first.
Pop out of the car, bub.
Crazy.
Y'all do not reach for anything. Let me talk. Hands up top for me, okay, bub? You understand what I'm talking about? Hands up top real quick.
See, he gets it.
Hey, Brayden, just keep him.
He's being compliant. These other two idiots are being not.
We talking to him. We talking to him. We talking to him. No, we talking to him.
Bro, these people are fucking crazy, bro.
Stop, bro.
Bruh.
Ow! What the fuck? Ow! Ow! Yo! What the fuck? Get on the ground. Yo! 2143, start me a supervisor. Ow! What the fuck? Ow! Ow! Stop! Ouch! Bro, what the fuck is all this for? Ow!
Bruh. Bruh. You're the guy in the background that was shouting. I'm talking to the black officer. I'm talking to y'all. Like, bro.
I'm sorry, get off me.
Niggas, people got jobs to do. No one's not about to cut you no slack because you got the same skin color.
You understand why they're tweaking like that? Because I don't. I just got out. You're good, bro. But the last time I stopped you, and there's that rifle under the seat, that's why I'm asking y'all to step out. Their reaction is why we're getting out. You're good right now. I appreciate you.
See what happens when you comply? The other two fucking morons don't comply.
Y'all don't know who the fuck I am. I'm not to make y'all lose your job.
You better stop.
I'm not to make y'all lose your job.
Dude's about to go to jail just because he can't stop being erotic.
Y'all tougher teams, take the stuff out, beat the shit out of
yeah, okay, bro.
Homeboy.
Yeah, okay.
Homeboy.
Yeah, cut. I beat you, you cut. I beat up you, cut. Yeah, cut.
I'm not doing it.
Big tough man, cut. Take your cut off me, cut. I beat you, cut. Gang shit, cut. Man, this one I like. This one, it's alright. It's crazy. So we're seeing one more angle of this.
Okay. Willow, Robert John David 2434, Nissan Maxima, blue and color. It's not the same one.
Okay.
Yo.
I wonder what the comments say about this actually. Let's see. Notice when the officer asked if anyone has any weapons and the driver said not me, he knew his buddies had something. Wow. Okay. Oh look, the one guy that didn't act like a fool wasn't treated like one. One guy was screaming like he was being eaten by a shark or something. That's actually how he was screaming. Like he's screaming like he was actually dying. Like the dude was literally screaming like he was like literally just dying. Like, buddy, just comply. That's all you had to do. It's disgusting how the cops treated these innocent doctors and lawyers. Someone was trolling with that one. That was actually pretty good. That guy was actually trolling with that one. That was actually pretty funny. So I wonder if there's anything new to me. Obviously, they're getting like multiple angles of this. So pretty much the only thing I took away from this is just comply. Let's see.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, y'all, yeah.
I know him.
Y'all tough in teams, ain't y'all? Y'all tough in teams. Take this cuff off. I'll beat the shit out of both of y'all. Homeboy. Homeboy. I'll beat the shit out of both of y'all.
Go talk your shit behind the
It's
cell
over
doors
for y'all.
next.
Y'all about to lose y'all job. And thank you to me, too. Thank you to me for it. Y'all doing illegal stuff. You're pulling us out the car for no reason.
Bruh, these guys they're just not serious people.
It's in the car. Y'all going down, bro. No.
Yeah, so that's it. Key takeaway from that is just comply. As all these videos would show you, just comply. All you have to do, you can avoid all the extra stuff. All right, so let's see. Okay. Watch this one right here. New Brunswick cop shoots woman after she charged with knife. I need to do some cultural commentary too as well, because like, yeah, I'm giving guys straight politics streams and stuff like that, and I've been slacking on the cultural stuff, so I'm gonna probably not this Saturday for sure, because I want to take a day off and then come back on Sunday and do some true crime. I might mix in some cultural stuff on Sunday and see what's going on, react to some couple of things.
Hey, you want to drop the knife now?
How does she have a knife? What is this woman doing?
Bring up the whole bag. Yeah. Deborah, come on.
You can just literally hear her behind the door saying, "Come on, come on." She keeps repeating like a broken record. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. She sounds like she's talking to a dog at this moment. But this woman's clearly not right in the head. She's lost her mind. So, as we could see during the spoiler title right here, we already know where her face's gonna be.
Hello, is anybody else in there with you, Deborah? Your man in there with you? Time to come out. Can we talk to you? Can we talk to you? All right, have him come to the door too. Hey, have him come to the door and talk to him. Deborah, come on. Come on, you want to come talk to us? Hey, Deborah. How you doing? Deborah. Hey, Deborah, how you doing? This is from the police department. How can I help you? Hey, Deborah. Deborah. Just got her outside. Deborah, do you mind if we come in?
Knock, knock. Who's home? Deborah. Deborah who?
Hey, Deborah. Deborah, come on. Come talk to us. What's going on? Come on, Deborah. We want to talk to you. Yeah, come on, come on.
Bruh, this woman has lost her mind.
Nobody want to hurt you. Why are you trying to hurt us? Let us help you.
This woman's lost her mind. It's crazy. What is wrong with this woman, man?
Hey, Deborah. Hey, Deborah, how you doing, Deborah? How can I help you? Huh? Hey, Deborah, how can I help you?
But this woman's just lost her mind.
Deborah.
They got the pepper spray. They got the tasers.
Deborah, come on, talk.
What is wrong with this woman, man? It's like she lost her mind.
We're going to get all outside.
That's crazy. Get it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Bruh. Oh, shit. Bruh, she got that retard straight. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so she was disturbing the peace. That's why they got the call. Wow. Yeah, so she was threatening tenants with a knife. So they called the police came to twice to see her earlier, and then they came back after it was reported that she was threatening all the tenants with knives with a knife. In response, dispatch sent officers to the department, contacted emergency medical services, requesting the EMTs position outside the apartment building for a potential elevation. All right, so I want to see if she's actually alive. Wow, she didn't make it. Where she was pronounced deceased. Wow, so she didn't even make. So she didn't make it. Hey, it happened, bro. It was her life or their life. It was a good shot. A good shot. So we got a third angle now. Where he fell down. He had the shooter. Yeah, I'm good. That's what she's saying. I'm good. That guy couldn't even use his gun. Wow. This woman is crazy, bro. She said, I'm still saying, I'm good. And starting to move like, bro, what the fuck what happened to her? It probably like a dose of medication, or she's just like innately just violent or something. I don't know. Right? Going for that one. That one was just crazy. All right, so let's see. All right, so this one looks like it's gonna be crazy. NYPD cops fire at suspect still shooting during a street gun battle. This is gonna be crazy. Wow. Okay. Trying to up the quality. All right, so let's go back so we can get our set. Okay, so as you can see in the video, this guy right there in gray pants just punched on this guy right here on the bike. I don't know for what apparent reason. Besides, didn't just be probably just stupid. It's some stupid benign reason or whatever. But hey, usual suspects, man. There's always violence with them first, and just no peaceful solutions ever. Just always violence. And I'm guessing in his pocket right here, gray pants. No, the guy on the bike had the gun, or did he? I'm confused. Who had the gun? Let me see. Oh, he had the gun. This guy over here with the book sack that just came in with the guns to start. Oh, what they both? Oh shit, they both had a gun. Okay, so it was a gun. I thought it was a gun battle between the cops and this guy right here in the gray pants. But apparently these two had a gun battle, and then the cops pulled up and he got in far worse. Wait, why did he shoot him? Oh shit. Yeah, they're not taking no chances. They're not taking no chances. So let's see a different angle. Okay, so these two got into a scuffle. This guy right over here, the book sack, pulled his gun out. Then this guy had his gun out. Then they just started firing at each other, and then it just turned into like a big gun battle. And the cops, they got him. They got him. But what about the other guy? He got away. What about the other guy? He got away. As you can see, the cops, they're trying to shoot the guy at the book sack. But did he? Okay, they got him. They got him.
533 Ocean, shots fired.
Bro, he was still running with gunshot wounds. If they did hit him, I don't know. But he felt, I know for sure now he's got hit. But what about the other guy? This is the woman. Hey, note to self: if you ever get stopped by a woman cop, please comply, because she's gonna shoot you more likely than a guy. Because they're way more scared, way more inferior than a man, that they're more prone to shoot you. So your best bet is to comply. Especially when it comes to a woman cop. She's going to shoot you far more likely than a male cop. That's what's so scary about women cops, and that's why I hope to God never to get stopped by one. If I do, I'll comply. This girl goes, I'm always complying regardless of whichever sex it is, regardless, I don't care. But the problem is a woman cop's gonna shoot you far likely more than a male cop.
Shots fired. 523 Ocean, shots fired. I got one male down.
But they didn't catch the other guy. So the other guy got away. That's crazy. I wanted to see if they got the other guy. Apparently not. Let's see another one. Reckless driver yanked out a car after. Let's see. Go this one right here. Are you guys at over there at Rumble, liking the stream so far? Like I said, I got Rumble too. Let's grow those numbers on Rumble too as well. Make sure to subscribe too as well. Like the video. Let me know how you enjoying the stream so far.
Show me your hands! Hands in the air! 217, give me the air. I got a male shooting at another male on Wild. Running through the backyard, 123 Wild. Show me your fucking hands! Show me your hands! Hands in the air! Hands in the air! Hands in the
He pistol whipping the shit out of him. Oh shit.
217, I got shots fired. Shots fired in the backyard. Blue shots fired. Give me the air.
Ah, he pistol whipping the crap out of him.
Move! Do not fucking move! 217, I was on admin. I got shots fired, 123 Wild. Now we're shooting another male. Both of you stop moving!
Lay on the ground! It's not me, lay on the ground!
Start EMS this way. Looks like I got a suspect down.
Bro, just listen. That's crazy, bro. Just listen.
All right, hey. All right, everybody, I'm gonna holster up. I'm gonna cuff this guy, hold cover on him. Don't you fucking move. Gun right there. Gun right there. Hey, sir. Hey.
Is he still alive?
157.
Hey, I need cuffs. I need cuffs.
I need clarification.
Yeah, that guy's dead.
And how many people down?
We got one male shot right now, possibly suspect shot too.
That guy's
Start
deceased
2 rigs for now.
sure. He's gone. He's gone. That guy's deceased. I don't think that guy's alive.
Any blue shots fired or between them?
He has another negative. Blue shots fired. Blue shots fired. Are you hit? From you. From me?
Oh, he is still alive. Okay.
No, are you hit from me?
Yes, he shot me.
Listen. All right.
That was his gun.
This is where I hit you, right here in the side.
Officer Hillman.
All right, calm down, buddy.
I'm good.
What is your name?
Thank you for helping me.
No, I saw you chasing him.
127, is anybody else standing?
Officer Hillman, put your camera on. Officer Hillman.
Bruh. That's crazy. Crazy about that one. Let's go down. Okay, so we're gonna watch a Midwest crime thing. Let's see. Main platform killer caught on camera. Watch this one.
Hey, did you see anything?
Besides police activity, this is a good YouTube channel, Midwest Crime. Give them a follow because they gave you a lot of full on they're basically just showing you like what cops, besides police activity, you know, they give you a small little clip. They give you like longer videos to react to, like cops being on duty, doing their jobs, and having to deal with dangerous suspects like this.
He got shot in his neck or in his head or something.
You went up the hill.
Hey, stop!
On May 20th, 2022, just after 4 a.m., St. Paul and Metro Transit Police responded to a 911 call reporting gunshots and a man on the Green Line station platform, badly wounded but still moving.
911, where is your emergency?
Somebody just got shot on transit. He's on 6th and Cedar. He's at the transit center. He's on
is he on the train?
Yeah, no, he's
on the platform.
He's on the platform.
All right, just one moment. I'm gonna get Metro Transit on the line.
Man, no, we can't go out there, man. I need you guys to send an ambulance and the police to the transit center on 6th and Cedar. There's a guy on the eastbound platform that just got shot.
That's in Minneapolis, correct?
No, we're in St. Paul.
You're in St. Paul? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Please hurry.
Okay.
Hey, you don't need to go out there.
Who is it? Do you know this person?
I don't know him. I'm sorry. I'm looking out my window and I just heard a gunshot.
Okay. Well, how do you know that?
And I
heard it?
Because I'm looking at the guy laying on the platform.
Oh, I understand.
And the other guy that shot him ran away. He's moving. We need to get an ambulance here on 6th and Cedar. On 6th and Cedar right now.
That's we're working on it.
Hey! Hey! Hey, did you see anything?
Our coverage is made possible by Morgan & Morgan. If you've been seriously hurt, your injury could cost
No,
a lot
I don't do
less than you deserve.
sponsorships.
But Morgan &
Unless
Morgan
I get
doesn't settle
sponsored
for
by them. I don't do
from your phone's
sponsorships.
camera.
Unless I get sponsored by them, no sponsorship.
Did you hear shots? 5-4, my guy's critical. I'm not getting the pulse. Starting CPR.
Suspect is a black male, white sweater, black pants, white shoes. Has a 0413.
Get back! Get back!
Do you have an extra set of gloves so I
Danny,
can take over?
which side?
So I can take over if need be.
He runs off the platform and towards the Pioneer Press. And he runs up the road.
Perfect, thank you.
Up there! Suspect's up there!
Going up the hill.
Towards, come on, which description again?
You went up the hill. On foot.
Description.
You ran up that way. Black male, white sweatshirt, white shoes, dark pants.
Black male, white sweatshirt. White sweatshirt? Yeah, black male, white sweatshirt, air on the internal.
Despite officers' efforts to save him, 37-year-old Dimitri Ellis Strong was pronounced dead at the scene. The medical examiner later confirmed he had suffered 6 gunshot wounds, with his death caused by massive blood loss. As that grim reality set in, officers turned to witnesses trying to piece together what had just unfolded.
The last thing was your brain. I mean, the first thing was your brain, not your heart, the last thing going out. That means he must have got shot in his neck or in his head or something. So you know how fast the hospital came? They came? That was here like this, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I understand when it's a murder, right?
But you talking about what you say he got hit in the arm?
If he did, they can't touch the homicide.
I'm
lying.
No, I'm not saying we lying, bro. I'm saying he must have got shot in his head because if he just died right there, he didn't get to the hospital or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He must have been shot in his neck or his head.
Was over a phone number.
A phone number.
Yeah. Dude was like, you got BB number. You ain't have to give me BB. You ain't have to lie to me about the number. It was like, man, I ain't have to do this shit. He was like, you ain't have to do nothing. Why you lie to me? He like, oh. He like, these come around here. Dude on white coat came around like that. And when he came around like that, dude walked up. And dude went in and said, he was like, shoot over him right here. Now you heard a pop, pop, pop.
Investigators combed through surveillance cameras in the area, piecing together the events of that early morning. One clip shows a man arriving at the Green Line station in downtown St. Paul. A few minutes later, two men, Dion Dawson and Sean Michael Tillman, walk onto the platform. The atmosphere shifts as the two groups exchange tense words and gestures. Dawson eventually crosses the tracks to briefly speak with Dimitri, while Tillman lingers back, eyes fixed on his target. Moments later, Tillman moves back across the tracks to the other platform. In an instant, he raises a handgun and opens fire. Tillman moves closer, fires two more shots at the victim and runs away. Surveillance cameras capture Tillman as he fled through nearby streets.
Yeah, that was the guy.
He's left his mask behind.
Sorry about that. Let me go back right quick and see.
In an instant, he raises a handgun and opens fire.
Wow.
Tillman moves closer, fires two more shots at the victim and runs away. Surveillance cameras capture Tillman as he fled through nearby streets. Unaware he's left his mask behind, a mistake that would become powerful forensic evidence. As the search for Tillman continued, investigators brought in Dawson for questioning, hoping he could lead them to their suspect's whereabouts.
How you doing, man? Crazy morning, right? Crazy work, crazy life, crazy year. Well, you feel like it's getting better, right? Oh, no. Just worse by the day, you know? You didn't clean up things. Dr. Paul. What's up, Paul? What partner, Sam? Sam.
So, you're Dion Dawson?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm going to give you that.
Tell me what happened this morning. What? Well, God placed me in another devastating situation. I don't know. What do you want to know?
I want to know everything that you know from the time you woke up.
Okay, I haven't went to sleep, so
So you woke up.
A long night.
When did you last wake up?
It's a long story, I don't know.
All right. Go back as far as you can remember. 1987. But as far as you can remember since you've been away.
So how do you even end up over here? Boom, 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 boom. I know people from around, bro. Just by, conversation, blah, blah, blah. Right now, I'm on the streets, so it's easy to run into things. I ran into a guy, don't know his name, but I know him from just being around in the areas. We kind of pass by, we have conversations and stuff. Good dude, and he was having a problem this past night, and we chilled out. He was talking about things that he was going through and stuff. Good, opening up. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just need somebody to hear you. You know? I know very well. I've been there and done that. And one thing turned into another. We went downtown. That's why y'all even see me. I'm on the camera. Yeah. Bad. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. And mind you, someone across the way, I know another brother across the way. Still don't know his name either.
Okay. Is this the guy who was shot?
Oh, what?
The guy who was shot? Is this the other guy that you're talking about? Or is this just him?
Well,
I'll let you talk.
So I crossed the tracks, went over to the other side. That's because he must have had a problem with them. They know each other from the county or something. That was said. So I took 2 steps back. I don't know what's going on here. And he came around, boom, I moved around. went back to the other side, down, and I'm in awe at this point. Like, okay, this
Key witness is always important because you definitely need his description to be able to figure out exactly what happened. You know, they got the camera footage as well, but they need eyes on the ground too, as well, to see exactly, you know, what happened, what was said. They were close enough to hear words were spoken.
could have got solved in a whole nother different way. Sure. Now somebody's dead, and I'm involved somehow. Yeah.
Well, you're helping us out because you're filling in the puzzle pieces for us, because I mean, we have a little blip video, is nice, right? It shows us a picture, but it doesn't tell us what happened, right? So you're hanging out with them for a little while. What did you call them when you're hanging out?
My name?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what do you mean? If
I call him Paul, he calls me Sam. What do you call this guy?
Another dude off the block. Like, I'm never really been on a name to name. I don't even tell people my name. And if they do have a name for me, it's not mine.
Correct, but I mean, like, do people call you D, or, you know, for
Any
Dion,
kind
or
of street name or
anything like that?
But if I wake up and want to call myself whoever I want to call myself,
Yeah.
because I don't know these people. Like, I don't hang out with people. I'm a people person, but I'm not really social. Like, I hate humans, but I'm a people person. It's backwards as but it keeps me.
No, mine is the language barrier. Me and him, I can gotta agree with him. I don't like people either. So, you're a high IQ person, yeah, I don't mind, but I mean, it's just like most people aren't.
Me out of trouble. That's why I don't hang around. It's really just, what's up, do, how's life, boom, boom, bam, real, keep it pushing. With this situation, yeah, I don't know his name. I've never had a name.
That's fine. And when you guys were hanging out, what were you guys talking about?
He was more or less just trying to speak on his little issues that he was having in life, like just regular issues that people go through, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, just small nitbits, and I was, you know, and I tried to get him to it.
Do you remember anything specific at all? Yeah.
Women problems and normal men shit. Like, it wasn't to the point that I know he was trying to catch it and he was kind of losing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But with my help, you know, and my energy, bro, you good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stay up, keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Much love, much energy. That's what I give off. Much love, much energy. Yeah. Even if I'm having a bad day, I come out with a smile. Because it fixes other people's days and lives. You don't know what people are going through. Yep. And that's how that situation happened. Conversation went too far.
What was the conversation over?
And that's what, like I said, they know each other from the county or something. That's what I heard over conversation.
You heard something mentioned about the county?
Yeah. Okay. Knowing each other in jail and stuff, who's been with other names being called.
How long have you known the guy that you were?
I don't know. Like I say, I stay by myself.
Yeah.
But we ran past each other, had conversation. And, you know, was this like 2-3 years? 2 years? I'd say 2 years. Not full 2 years, just like pieces and.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah. See, the earliest time back that you can think of seeing that guy was about like 2 to 3 years.
Not even 3.
Okay.
I could say 2.
2.
Where do you usually run into him at?
And we run into each other like randomly. It was mostly like mostly by like smelling the university type.
What's up in that area that he would go to?
What you mean?
Like, why is Snelling University an area that you would usually run into him at? What's there?
It's CVS. There's many places. Bar.
Right.
There's what's the Walmart's out there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm aware, like,
right.
This is the business kind of stuff, but I mean, does he live around there? Or
I don't know where he lives. We're not close like that. I don't get close to people. Mind my business. Show my respects. Keep it pushing. I don't know where he lives. I was living in the area at that time. That's why I would run into him. I was living on in Island, so I would come down Snowden. To go to work.
Take the A-line up there.
A-line.
So when you guys went and hung out, where did you guys go last night? So when you were coming down the hill, where were you guys coming from?
Coming down the hill. So where were we at? We were by what hospital is over here? Because I ran into him random. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Oh, bro, good to see you, bro. Da da da. Start talking stuff, and he was just letting some go. Like, you know, like just honest. Like I couldn't have counted this happening from miles away.
Sure.
And usually I know energy like that, but I knew the energy when it collided. But it was too late. I moved away from the situation because I saw him, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm letting this play out because I want everyone to hear him giving his account of exactly what he heard, what he saw, you know, letting it play out a little bit. And after that, I'll skip ahead. Skip ahead to where they yeah. This is when they apprehend them around like the 290-41 mark.
Like it's clean cut. It's clean cut. It happened, bro. It could have been avoided. Like there's nothing nobody could do.
So like I can tell, like you're saying, like you're a little off when you were the guy when you ran into him up by the hospital. I'm assuming it was St. Joseph's. That's the one right behind Dorothy Day Cathedral.
Yeah,
right down there.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you were running into him and you could tell he's a little bit off, he's kind of saying some stuff that you're kind of like you were saying, you know, like I'm trying to give you some good vibes here because you're.
Yeah, but he was just, it wasn't like off, it was just real. It was, he was saying what he was going through, like people have problems.
So more of a hurting than an actual like I'm not all there right now.
Just everything in a bundle, you know what I'm saying? He's just trying to figure it out, bro. Like, and me being go easy, you know what I'm saying? Cool my, I converse with people that have issues and problems. Not that I could solve them, but sometimes you just gotta get it off, bro. And that was that, and then tripled into something else. So,
how long did you walk around and talk? What'd you say?
Just regular conversations, man. He was going through some things. He was letting some off. It's clean cut, bro. The conversation wouldn't have led to what happened.
Correct. I'm not saying it did.
I'm just letting it be known.
We're trying to figure out who he is. That's what we're looking at.
Well, it's your job.
I mean, just to be super clear, you're not in any kind of trouble whatsoever.
I don't know yet.
Right?
I'm not out of here yet. That was
Sure. Well, you're not now, and that was our doing, right? We made sure that you weren't in handcuffs. You're not under arrest.
All right.
You're not going to be under arrest.
All right.
Okay?
And that was why I was the one that popped in and checked on you when we were downtown.
Amen.
Because I didn't know who had been checking on you yet.
No.
I was busy dealing with the bodies, all the other stuff, and then someone said that you were still down there in the car, and I was like, well, has anybody checked on them? And I went over and popped in on you. So, you're completely helping us here.
Yeah.
That and it is our job to figure it out. But any help that.
All right. So I'm going to skip ahead to when they apprehend the suspect.
The 400 block of University Avenue. An officer soon spotted him near a liquor store on the 400 block of University Avenue in St. Paul.
All right, 229, he has a black hoodie. He has a black sweatshirt with the gray hoodie, black pants, white and black Nikes. He's going eastbound Uni from Arundel now. He's walking on foot.
206 and responding squads. Once you get in the area, cue your lights and sirens. Cue lights and sirens once you're in the area.
Hey, stop! All right, he's running northbound Arundel from University. All right, he's going eastbound on Sherburne from Arundel. Stop! Police! All right, guys, I need a perimeter. Let's do northbound to Thomas. University is our southern border. Western Avenue is our eastern border. And then let's go to McCubbin for the western border. Transit 229, last seen northbound through the yards from Sherburne between Western and the next street west of Western.
Copy. So it's going to be northbound through the yards from Sherburne between Western and the street west of Western will be Arundel.
Alright, let's keep this border set up. He's in here somewhere in this grid. Keep Thomas as our northern border.
After a brief foot chase, officers arrested Tillman nearby, recovering clothing, a face mask, and other items he tossed. On March 25, 2024, after a 2-week trial, a Ramsey County jury found Sean Michael Tillman guilty of first-degree premeditated murder, second-degree intentional murder, and possession of a firearm by an ineligible person. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
I would think so. All right, so call it right here. All right, W stream. Oh. Now, one more time, come follow the channel, give the channel some love. Watch the clips, share the clips, whatever. Share them on your TikTok, share them on your Instagram. You have my permission to do so. Share them on X too as well. These clips are growing in numbers. They're growing fast. All right. And make sure on Rumble you hit the follow button too as well. All my Rumble people that follow me over there, watching over there. I will not be here tomorrow. I will be back on Sunday for a Sunday stream. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you guys here on Sunday for the start of the true crime streams. And I might mix in a little cultural stuff too, comment and see what's going on. And like I said earlier, I was thinking about doing something with TikTok too as well soon. Might react to some garbage on there, but I enjoy it sometimes. I mean, when there's people on there that can speak the truth and go on the app and actually promote something that's actually like very pro-American, but a lot of the garbage on there is just aggressive bullshit. But anyways, I want to thank everyone for joining today. Make sure you like the button. Make sure you comment in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about the stream today. Let me know what I can work on and improve on. And I'll see you guys on Sunday for the true crime one. And then back on Monday, we go back to covering politics again. All right. Want to let you guys have a good rest of your night. Good night.